my buddy Dash for this episode of Double Take. Dave, I just said joined by Dash, but we're joined by Dash and Dave.
Third person.
That's
weird.
The way you feel.
Welcome. It is game day. Dash is coming. I say that every week. Saturdays. These Saturday games, killing them. But welcome everyone else. I will welcome everyone as they come, including Dash. I don't know if you've seen it yet either. Put it on the YouTube community post there. Put it in the Discord. Our very own Kevin, who, if he didn't know, on game days, home games anyways, will go on Instagram Live and give you the atmosphere. Met up with Pepe randomly. So, interview incoming. Incoming with that. So Kevin, he's a busy man. Usually midweek sometime he'll get something coming in. So, that being said, we do know the starting lineups as well. I'm going to pull them up here in a second. Bear with me. I do apologize. Last minute glitch. I had to reset everything, so I don't have it all quite up for you as we speak, but I will in just a moment. A lot what we expected, right? I think Dash pretty much called it. So I will bring it up, but I just know off the top of my head as we do that, we have Tech starting in net. And then we have Dragani, Bremer, and Gatti along the back. In the midfield, and here we go, I do have it as we speak. In the midfield, we have Kostic getting the start on the left. Okay, so we didn't call. I thought Cambiasso. We all thought Cambiasso on that one. Rabiot, Locatelli, McKennie, Weah, Rabiot with the captain armband once again. And then Keane, second striker, Vlahovic up top. So that should be interesting. Ellie was in here first. She always comes and says hi. So thank you, Ellie. Bones coming in and say, hola, Dave. Hola. Sure, Dave, but Kostic is starting. Yeah. Yeah. Drew Kostic. And Silas is around today. Yellow hat, and I am wearing it today. I'm feeling, I think as Verona is blue-yellow, maybe it's on theme. I don't know. And my wife, I'm wearing the sweater again because the dryer took the cord, the cable here for the hoodie right out of the hoodie. And she put it in for me. She has the patience for that. She did it in seconds. I would never. So thank you to the wife. I am wearing the sweater once again with, you can see how they're a little bit mangled, from the dryer. Anyways, Silas saying, good match. Can't wait. Can't watch it with you today because I only have, assuming one screen. Good luck. Probably on a phone, I'm going to assume, yeah, it's part of the struggle. It really is. Okay, so 5 minutes to kick off. While we're at it, we'll go over Hellas Verona right here. Montipo in net. Davidovic, Magnani, and Terracciano along the back three. Mid four, Doig, Fororuncho, Hungla, Faroni. And then sitting in the slot there, we got Duda, and up top, Juric and Bonazzoli. So a 3-4-1-2. So there's the starting lineup. Unfortunately, I also have to reset up the scoreboard for you guys. Brutal. So sorry once again, as I'm slightly distracted as I do this, but live shows, technical difficulties. It's how we do it. So we do thank you for your patience. We do thank you for joining. Please like and please subscribe. Man, so close to 1,700. We're at 1,690. Small steps. We do want to get to 2,000 by the end of the year. We really do. It is a goal. So come join us on our journey. It's been fun. Of course, right after this, there is the call-in show where you guys get to basically call. And you don't have to show your face. You can go no video. That's fine. But you get to have your say if you so please. Everyone's invited. Of course, normal kind of rules. Be respectful, all that nonsense. But yeah. Other than that, come on in. So we didn't cover Allegri in the pregame. For whatever reason, we didn't cover the presser. Is there a lot going on here? No, not necessarily, but we'll talk about it. Just have to bring it up again as well. Especially with Dash not here. I was hoping he would save my ass today, but no. Not at all. Where the hell's his press conference? There it is. Okay. Bring it up for you as well. Let's not forget this is for perhaps first place this weekend, depending how everything goes out. But a tricky challenge, he says. Yeah, I mean, these small teams, they sometimes come up big, all right? Tomorrow's match is a tricky one. It's more difficult match to prepare for than last Sunday's. Verona have great physical strength and are physically demanding over the 90. We must make Sunday's victory count by getting a result. Otherwise, we risk throwing overboard what we have achieved. He does go on, but the coach speak. It's important. It doesn't matter that it's Verona. One game at a time. That's it, guys. That's all that matters. Moving on. He talks about the future here. Football's made up of moments. I hate the moments thing. I think it's silly. But we need to be realistic, working every day to improve so that this team consolidates its future, all growing together. The objective clearly is to be in the top 4 and play in the Champions League next year. Then we will evaluate where we are at the end of the season. Yes, so more of the same. The goal is top 4. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. The team isn't the greatest. Let's be honest. Milan, Inter probably have a better team. I mean, even Roma's got some pretty nice pieces there. There's a lot of competition, nonetheless. That's what he's getting at. Let's be realistic. Let's secure that top 4, one game at a time. Yes, we might be in first at the end of this weekend, but nothing's guaranteed. And then his just general team needs. We're all fine. Federico Chiesa came back and had a good week. So did Dusan. Hans is a player who can also play in midfield, but his role in front of the defense, his time will also come. He knows how to play football very well, but he has to grow in other aspects. Weston is doing well and can be important tomorrow too. On the left, I have a doubt between Cambias and Kostic. Well, yeah. We also have Illing. He says that every week as well. So quick and dirty. That's just straight from the Juve site. I mean, there's always more, but it's Allegri. It's Allegri into the media. They ask stupid question. He gives very generic answers. That is that. We are a minute to kick off, guys. Let's focus in. Players are in the tunnel. If you have not given the predictions yet, please do. We are tallying up. Going to give away some prizes. We do have a tie. Is it Bones and Collins? Bones and somebody else. I'm forgetting. And here is Colin. Giving it. Let's go. Yeah, he's preloading some comments. I'm sure for the post game. He's one of our regulars. This is Bones. So I realize as well, we did a horrible pre-match, didn't we? We didn't give the predictions for ourselves. Didn't talk about Allegri. Okay, sorry. Let's do it now. I'm feeling a 2-0. Helicopter is feeling a 2-0. Keane's getting it. He's got to get one. I think Dusan can get one too. I don't know if Keane actually will get one. He'll get an assist to Dusan because he does create. The other one. Kay's off the bench. There it is. Those are my 2. Dash. MIA. Probably stuck at the restaurant. Okay. Well, guys, here it is. Shaking hands, getting ready for it. Good, clean game. Playing at home. Kevin, Beppe, they're both there. Hamza was trying to get there. Didn't get tickets. So he is not there. That's KF squad. That's disappointing. I was hoping he can make it. He got tickets, though, for Juve Napoli. I have a feeling that might be in Naples as well, because he said he was going there. See if he pops in at all. He'll show face at some point. There's the coin toss. The Ultra is supposed to be in full effect as well today. I hear the singing going on. It looks like basically the whole stadium. It is the anthem. The banners are in the air. The scarves. Everyone's going. All right, final moments. Yeah, good shot. Good aerial view. Let me make sure. Let me do the watch live thing. We are probably underway already, aren't we? Yes, we are, because the stupid Fubo TV, I have missed a minute and 40 seconds. My lord, I am sorry, guys. Let's catch up. Let's get this going. Hopefully nothing happened in the first 2 minutes. I'm surprised you guys haven't started yelling at me already. That's embarrassing. So wondering what was keeping, and it's this stupid app not playing it live. But here we go. We are synced up. Finally, good little cut back from Wea to Loca. No, sorry. Changed his hair. Oh, man. They got different haircuts every week. All right. So that was Weston. It does go back, though. So sorry for stumbling through that one, guys. Yeah, his free was just fine. Yeah, so for whatever reason, at least on PC, I don't know what you're using it on. Oh, nice touch by Keane, but it's taken away. So it won't actually go to live. It'll be a couple minutes slow. And it's so I guess I got cocky because the past couple weeks I would just go into the stream before it actually started, whatever, and it would start playing, whatever. But no big deal, it'll be fine. This week, no, it just glitched out. It delayed, didn't work. I have to make sure I click the play live button. It's a thing Fubo does to me once in a while. It did to me today, so I do apologize. David's getting all soft on us. It's not time for to get soft, Dave. It's game time. 3 minutes in, apparently. Missed a couple of them. Keane's looking already like he might want something. Kenny pressing, over presses. Looks like me playing FIFA when I jam the sprint button. But Wea does get it back nicely. Up to the top to Dusan. Lays it off to Kostic. Moving forward, Kostic trying to get the space down the left. He crosses in and over and out. At least it wasn't in to Calabria's ass. Slightly slower wing play he's going up against perhaps today. Gets a little more space. Goose saying Kostic kills me. Yeah. It's becoming a theme that's very disappointing. We ragged on him hard last week. He had a particularly bad game last week where he didn't complete any of his crosses. He put them into Calabria or whoever was marking him at the time. Just bam, right in the back of him. Bad little pass by Gatti. He does get it back, a little sloppy. Puts the pressure on him. He just picks up a new contract till 2028. Oh, Vlahovic doesn't get the touch to control through that, but Pass a little heavy. Yeah. And this was a game day decision. He said it that he would decide after the warm-up and the practice, the warm-up, what have you in the morning. What is it in practice? Through ball doesn't make it to McKenny. Good vision. Just cut out, though. Thrown for Weston. Yeah, Frankie. Also not very. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. There it is. All right. There was a delay. It wasn't showing comments. Everything's wigging out today, guys. It's one of those days, apparently. Yeah, and there's my stream. Yeah, it's all wigging out. Hopefully, I am still coming through to all you. Let me know in the comments if something is funny, if it's not syncing quite up for you here. I'm trying to get my stream back as we speak. Just something in the air. Even today, it's beautiful, sunny one moment, then it's rainy, like gloomy, dark the next. Goose saying Weah needs to take on players. Yeah, maybe lacking a bit of confidence there. Do you have my stream back, though? Frankie saying, I'm going to have a game in the background while an online meeting. Got to make sure it's on mute. Yeah. Good job. Good job, Frankie. Easy shot on net there. McKenny somehow gets the ball after not heading it. Feeds to Vlahovic. Pretty easy shot. How do I feel about West Ham wanting Loca for $35 million? They can want it all you want. We can't afford to lose Locatelli. If Fajoli and Pogba were still around, and you have Rabiot, and then you can say, okay, you have Hans and Mardetti waiting the wings. You would still kind of want Locatelli, right? Because you would want at least one replacement for each position. So even then, it would be kind of a hard sell for me to say, yeah, sell him. 35 mil. I mean, decent's what we paid for him. Amortized over, I think it was like 3 years. Leaves too much of a hole. Yeah, they can have him for 50 that way. And that's Frankie just being silly for Edson Alvarez. And that's the thing. The actual good midfielders, the ones that we need, are about 50 mil. You can get a Thuram who's likely to be like that's the next great thing at 22 years old for 40 mil. Latest reported price I heard. But at the end of it, man, like, yeah, leaves too much. Here's a nice little dink forward. Vlahovic doesn't get on the end of it. It looked exciting. He was held back, though. Davidovic. Man, that guy's been around forever. He's one of those guys. Plays on the lower tier teams. Don't hear much about him, but always there. But we have Exxon putting in 80 mil, so we will get more mids in the winter. Yeah, so we're going to get one, but we're still going to do smart business. We're not just going to start tossing the money away. Likely a lot of that money is going to have to be used in the summer as well. Nice little layoff. Rabiot now to Krostic. Vlahovic, it's blocked off, but Weah gets on it. Still dribbling through, trying to make something. He's down. Ball's loose. Gatti skies it. Dashes in.
No, I'm not.
You.
What's
going on?
Is my microphone coming through, or did it switch to my webcam?
No, it sounds like your mic.
Okay, cool.
I think, yeah. Yeah.
Had to do a Windows update because, love Windows update.
Those come out on Tuesday. Where have you been?
Might come out on Tuesday in Canada, but in US they come over the fucking inconvenience.
No. They come out on Tuesday. First the update on Tuesday. Or they say don't force it on Tuesday because it's gonna be full of bugs like every Windows update. Which is a bit of an exaggeration. Way charging down. Getting on his man. Frankie's starting his meeting. He's putting us on mute. We
kind of hurts my feelings.
Aren't as important. No. The man with the studs has arrived.
Yeah, studs up, man.
Hamza?
No, that's me.
Oh, that's you. That's you. Yeah,
that's my Pro Club's motto. Studs up.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm 4 seconds behind. I think that's the best I can do.
That's decent. I've been having troubles too. I had to restart my computer because my mic wasn't getting picked up. My espresso machine as well. I think the steam one is clogged, so I just have cold milk in my espresso right now. It's a little disappointing. That was my last bit of milk before I do grocery shopping. The stream wigged out a couple times. Started late. It's been an absolute mess, and you weren't even here to save me this time. You said you were going to be here, man.
I did, didn't I? Now I got tied up over there. Like, all right, time to go. Hey, just because fuck you, Dash, we have a pizza order and we need you to make it. I swear, customers have like the worst time ever. There's like moments where I'm like, I gotta go, I gotta get out of here, and then someone's like, can I get a large pepperoni, olives, and sausage?
Man, look at this. Screw your pizza from downtown.
He scores!
Let's go in. Yes, yes.
To the people that told me Keene sucks, y'all can suck my nuts.
So excited right now.
Suck my nuts. I called it on the pod.
Nobody cares about your pizza, Dash.
Yeah, fuck the pizza.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, gritty on him, Keene. Gritty on him.
Love it. They're having Kenny's join again. Who else that's away at? They're all doing it.
My man. Fucking sauced him.
Oh, man, and he created it. That's what I'm saying. He creates that.
Yeah, he's the only fucking striker that can actually dribble somebody. Look at that. He's like, give me your ankles. 1, number 2, see ya. And then bam.
The third guy, bam, from downtown. Fuck y'all.
This is what he offers instead of what Suzanne does. I bet you he goes for 2.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Everyone yelling it too. Oh man, I gotta catch up. Yeah, you're all getting in on the excitement. Come on, Boko coming in as well. Keene, even though it's on mute. Oh, hold on, what they looking at?
Wait, what?
Was he crying? What? They took the ball. What happened?
What?
How was that not a goal? What happened there?
How?
What?
Kevin doesn't even know what happened, and he's at the stadium. Offside.
How do you take that away? Oh,
no,
man.
It could have been fucking Dusan.
Did it go off him, or what do you mean?
No, I think Dusan caused a screen or something. That's the only thing I can think of it. God damn it, fucking Dusan.
Is he doing like Lukaku Champions League? This is my favorite comment so far. He obviously listened to the this podcast.
He listened to it.
Oh man,
he listened to it. Damn it, fucking Dusan, man. Get out of the fucking way. Oh, that's so frustrating.
Comment. Dusan touched it from Goose. Ellie's thinking it too. And Dusan was in an offside position at that point, I'm gonna assume. Yeah, they're gonna show it.
They're saying Keene's heel is offside?
No, come on,
are you serious?
Fucking Christ. They gotta change this fucking rule. I'm like dropping
That's-
F-bombs in the first half hour here, but this is
wild.
absolutely ridiculous.
That's wild.
I'm still counting it. In my books, that's the god. Like, especially when you have to ball so goddamn. What advantage did that man have being in that position?
That's
Absolute trash. It was the
asinine.
spirit of what the purpose of the rule is, not some stupid ass line created by some arbitrary computer. Fucking ridiculous. Okay.
Fuck, man.
Try to refocus
Fuck,
for a
man.
second. Jesus Christ. He has to get another one. He's got to, like, he can't buy a win in his life, this man, it seems.
He cooked both of those guys.
He lost
Both of
3
those
dudes.
guys.
3 dudes he balled off. 2 of them physically. One just with a change of direction.
That's wild. Low-key, I gotta apologize. I was gonna fucking bury Doosan for that. It wasn't his fault. That's a foul.
Yeah. Majesty, that's a new name as well. Welcome in. Taking away the points, crazy. Juventus wins my rent and car and
God.
groceries are paid for.
At least it wasn't his hair that was offside.
Yeah, see, everyone knows it. He just gets spent.
Goose. Man was balling like my dad the way he left 3 boys behind. That's so fucked up. Oh, that's fucked. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, fuck.
Good loud.
Kelly here with
I'll give you a hug, Goose. Don't worry. Compatro says Dave exists, or Doosan exists, Turin Giants. I hate you 5 ever.
All right,
just
kick in the
dash.
box. Kino, he puts it on. What a save.
He's shaking his head. He's like, I'm gonna eat this dude.
Somebody pay for this man for a goal. Buy him a goal.
Does he have more shots than Doosan at this point? I don't know. I mean, I just got here.
His XG is higher than the rest of the team this year.
He is the XG.
Fake cross. Up top. Bounces away.
Oh my goodness.
Cross stitch. Kino and a chip.
Bro.
Oh.
Come on, man. I'm gonna lose it. I swear, I'm gonna lose it.
This is so hard to watch right now. This is rough, man. Oh God. Okay, kick away by Montipo. Now shining Doosan. Yeah, Doosan's in the shadow somewhere.
Is he playing?
I don't know. He's probably holding his lower back in pain somewhere.
Oh well, he actually just had a pretty decent build-up play right there.
Yeah,
on the
okay.
ball back.
He did win that one.
He did win that one back. And then Kostic actually gave us a pretty damn good cross there.
Oh yeah, Bowens. You might as well just
damn.
start yelling.
Damn.
Let her out.
Yo, this is gonna be like, I hope this is not an omen for pro clubs tonight when some stupid shit happens like that. I'm gonna lose my mind.
It's FC 24 is bad. Like,
I
if
know.
you don't have high shooting skills, even in career mode, I've noticed. So bad. Just the easiest sitters. But then if you have the skill moves or whatever, then everything goes in.
Wow.
Dude saying if Keane scored, they would have said. I always forget what SMTH means.
What?
Acronym.
Said something like that means something.
Something like Allegri.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you went boomer on me there, bro.
No, I know. I've never been good at it.
He's like, I've never been good at you, young speed.
No, because I never talk that way. I'm very picky about my writing. Not even a boomer thing. I was raised by an English teacher. And I'm very particular with how I write things, even in text. You probably even noticed, right? I don't use a lot of acronyms or whatever. I write
No. I meant no, as in you don't use acronyms. I always feel self-conscious when I text Dave because I feel like Dave's gonna fucking hit me with a comma or something that I forgot to put in there.
Yeah, well, your title on the shorts this week were trash. Like,
Oh, they were absolutely. I'm
I'm
not denying that they suck. I am like the least creative writer out of the bunch.
I changed the title and I went from like 100 to 10,000.
Now what's going on?
For checking possible penalty on who now? Oh, the handball. Yes, I thought there might have been something there. There might be something there.
Nah, that hit his shoulder.
Let's see. That's his shoulder.
That's his shoulder. What the fuck is this? That's like, I'll be here. What do you... That's wild. How is this like actually... This is taking a longer time than the offside.
Yeah.
What in the ass?
It's gonna be one of those days.
If they call it, I'm losing my shit. Dude, it should not take this long.
I'm gonna need to just have a stack of fluff balls to throw.
It hit him in the tit.
Just so I don't break.
It hit him in the tit. Ellie says V in Verona is for Verona versus Juve. Okay, cool. No, let's check over. We're good.
Penalty for Argentina.
Penalty for Argentina. Penalty for Messi.
Canada's playing Brazil right now, but can't watch it.
There's a friendly.
What in the ass? I'm dead, bro. Yeah. Look,
Trying
of course,
to
followed with the Alex Jones level
nonsense. David says this is a defining moment if the game today is rigged or not. Well, it depends. It depends on who's betting on this, right? I think Gravina wants Juve to cover the spread. I don't know if I was a betting man here. I believe they want the under, the one under.
I didn't even check. Did Tonali play this weekend?
No,
Newcastle
I don't think so.
What is that?
He's suspended for 10 months.
But that's in Italy.
No, I think it said the English FA.
I don't know if they extended it yet.
Oh,
that's the thing. So we might have played this week and the tie.
I can check for you, my friend. I check very quickly.
2-2.
I have the foot mob on my cell phone.
He did not start. No, it looks like he did not get the start. Tonali did not play.
Yeah, it says Tonali suspended.
Yeah. In effect. All right. 10 months for Tonali. So it's just that we haven't heard about him yet.
Too bad for the Italian Adam Driver. He's out of football. Get it? Because Tonali looks like Adam Driver. Oh, you probably don't know who that is.
Maybe. I recognize the name.
Yeah, that played Kylo Ren. Looks like fucking Tonali.
Yeah, that guy. Yeah, I had a feeling it was that.
I can't change my mind on that one. Cross stitch. Hey, buddy. Hey, cross stitch. Is your buddy Dash here? Where the fuck are you playing that? Who's there? Are you seeing ghosts?
It is Halloween.
You're playing. That's a bunch up play right there, bud. That's where you heave it into the mosh pit, and whoever hits it there, bud. Why are you going for far box? Not even far post, Mister Kostic. I think the old age is messing his eyesight. I think because where was that?
This is absolutely ridiculous. Hard driven pass by Loka and Vlahovic.
Damn, I went up
Gives it away.
6 seconds ahead of you guys now. What the stupid Paramount?
I'm not completely. I'm at exactly 26.
You're at 25, 26 or 26 minutes?
No, it was 26 minutes.
Oh, I'm at 26:09.
Okay, so I'm not actually too behind you. Because I wigged out, my timer's now off, so I'm not going to mess with it. I'll just wait till.
I got
actually, there's a stoppage in play. I can sync this up.
Because right now I'm where apparently, allegedly, Verona's saying that Gatti killed the dude, but Gatti really didn't do anything to him. David says he's 20. Well, yeah, because you're in Europe. Jeez.
Yeah, your feed's going to be better.
Yeah, the European feeds are always better. For some reason, we got to censor it and filter it for the American audience.
And downscale it to 720p.
Yeah. And then have terrible anchors cover this crap.
Let's see. I can actually refresh mine as well because I've lost a bit. Okay. I am actually, yeah. Almost what the timer says.
Oh, God. I'm so pissed off.
Top of the post. This hasn't even been like a commentation so far today. This is just like, we're so disappointed. It's been half an hour disappointment.
Yeah, I think they need to push here. They've got to try to get something here. Like, has Verona really shown anything? Nah. All right, Keen, you gotta. Okay, Keen.
Oh man. Of course, it goes the other way.
Still, though, I mean, it's not. Look, I understand it, but like, that's kind of what you need to do with these Verona guys. And who the guys got? Like, what the hell? That was like a weird fall. It's actually a nice chest down, but it's offside. David says, "Congrats on being in Europe during the." Yeah,
well, maybe it's the worst where he is. Like, it's nicer in Europe.
Well, I mean, it's nice if you're in the Mediterranean, but like, it depends, right? Because like for me, from my experience where I'm from, Europe's got like 2 seasons. Like it's like the dry and hot season, and then just rainy all nonstop, like just wet season. Like you think Europe has like summer, winter, spring, and fall. It's just like wet and dry. That's it.
But it depends on what you're referencing, right? Where I am.
Well, I mean, if you're going to
minus 25.
Well, that's true, but like if you're going to like Sweden or Norway or something like that, it's a different story. But if you're like,
but even if you're going like Central Europe, like I don't know, Frankfurt or Paris, I don't know, those inland kind of cities, it's just okay. It's decent.
Yeah.
You get a bit of snow. It's not super cold.
Yeah, more so like I'm relating to like more like if you're going into the Mediterranean, but he's going.
Yeah,
Goose is going to find David in Germany.
There you go.
Hide yourself there, David. Goose is coming for you.
And then even in Germany too, right? Like where in Germany are you? There's going to be way snowier parts up in the mountains.
He's going to Bayern.
Right? So
he's going to Munich. He's taking his talents to South Munich. I think it's called this.
Munich. That's where you're supposed to go. That was a long shot. Side of the net, no goal. Verona.
That was a slow roller.
Yeah, that was kind of sloppy. Half hour now. Half hour in. All right, let's go. Let's get this one going, boys. Long ball in. And it's going to be rolled right out.
Yeah, so David is saying Middle Europe is raining permanently until January. You might get a bit of snow in the start of February and then rain.
Aryan again. So Germany goes Aryan again in the spring.
No, yeah, because
what
it's
kind of typo is that?
yeah, I know, right? Tell me how you really feel, David. No, that's pretty much what my parents have said. Like they said, it's pretty much just rain and dry season in a sense. He says I don't mind the weather because I'll make a lot of money while I'm there.
Oh, that's right. He told us on pro teams. I know where he's going. Yeah. He mentioned it. You weren't online yet because you took forever to put your pants on.
That's true. Pants? I don't wear pants when I play FIFA. What?
Oh, that's right. Oh, there's Key now. What does he do with it? What does he do? He's got the whole team on him. He's losing him. He gets the shot. It's too wide.
That's such a filthy dribble, but the end product, god damn.
The finish.
He swiped it because he hit it with an outside curve. If he actually had clean contact.
The angle was cut down by that.
Bro, hey, what is this guy doing to
Yeah,
Dusan?
Davidovich is just
What is he doing to?
down.
Hey, that's why Dusan's back's hurting. What was that?
Yeah, he just didn't get enough around that ball. I think he did push it a little bit too far ahead of him.
Did you see that shirt tug and that?
Yeah, Davidovich.
That was zesty. Like, whoa. Buy him dinner first. Take him to the concession stands or something. He like tugged him down, grabbed his hips and everything.
See, now I never understood this, right? The hashtags or the billboards. Nice little feed to McKenny down the right flank. But the stop piracy hashtags, like what, you expect people to go to like vigilante justice on the internet?
No.
Stop internet pirates? Like
that's Terry saying, stop making us lose money.
Stop producing a shit product. I'm paying for it, my deal. I'm not pirating this.
Damn it. They had to stop play because of this one guy.
No, fuck.
Yeah, they dap him up. They're like, hey, man, thanks, because you guys sure would have scored on us. Thanks for stopping play. So Goose is saying, do most games start after 8 p.m. in Europe? It depends, right? You have the 6 p.m. and you have the 8 p.m. matches.
Yeah, the 8 p.m. is going to be your prime time. But yeah, there's going to be... Well, you look, right? So, assuming Eastern time zone, you have sometimes as early as the 6 a.m. one, which is 12 in Europe, like lunchtime. So basically, anywhere between like 12 and 9 o'clock, there could be a game. But yeah, the headliner games are going to be that 8 o'clock time slot.
8:45.
8:45. Yeah, I mean, sometimes I'm not going to speak for different countries, right? Like in Italy, it's 8:45. I think some other leagues will actually just do 8 o'clock. In Italy, there's more of that nighttime culture, right? They eat it a bit later.
The Bundesliga, if you're in Germany and you're going to go to a Bundesliga match, they usually are the earlier ones. Like Germany usually plays their matches earlier. Like,
yeah, and that's what I thought. I just didn't want to say 100%. But yeah, that generally what I'm saying.
Yeah, but anyways, Goose, go to a Bayern match. Get yourself a nice German girl.
Frankfurt. There's a bunch, really. They're all over. Germany's
There's some German baddies. David
like, it's
knows.
not that large because you're coming from the United States. Germany's going to be tiny for you. You're going to get on a train and a couple hours later, you'd be on the other side of the country. You'd be like, what?
Yeah, they'll be like, well, he's a very big, strong American. Oh, that is good.
We're in the States. You'll get on a train a couple hours later. You might not even be in Kansas. And
You're like, where am I?
I'm still in Ohio.
I haven't left the armpit.
Yeah. No, it'll be small for you. There's Gatti playing midfield. It doesn't come off. He tries to jump on it.
Why do I got a feeling that Allegri's probably thrown his jacket off without Gatti running in and playing center forward?
Oh man, if this continues, Allegri's gonna get mad. But Keane losing his man again. What's he do with it? Right into traffic.
Keane is diced. this defense. He has absolutely diced this entire
He's making them look silly.
Like holy smokes.
He's got to clean up that finish, but easily the best player. Cross
hey,
Deucey
hey,
over the net.
He took a shot. He finally took. Hey, buddy. Hey, welcome to the game. What's going on? Hey, let's go. Hey, Dusan, how are you? Thanks for showing up to work today.
He was getting pushed around again too. Like he's not getting any space today.
You know who wouldn't have gotten manhandled like that? Starts with a Lu, ends with a Ka.
Keane.
Yeah. Lukaku.
Oscar flying in here with just fat American.
He's like, it is fat American, not the strong ones. We don't have the strong ones. They are all fat.
He's from Denmark, which is it's like North Germany in a sense.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know if you want to say that.
Or South Sweden.
Yeah.
It's like an in-between in a sense, right?
Yeah.
It's not quite German. It's not quite like
It's
Baltic. It's Baltic. It's like that in between.
Yeah, it is a Baltic.
It's like Switzerland. It's like not quite Italy. It's not quite Germany.
David says
it's like that in between.
David says 0.15 xG for Dusan in that header.
He's saying no. What am I saying wrong here?
Not like strong.
You are in between the two.
Frankie says Dusan wants a goal badly. I think Keane wants a goal badly. I don't think it's Dusan. I think Dusan's a starfish.
Dusan wants to go for a massage.
Dusan wants to go to Madrid. Dance and twerk for Perez.
Here's the card. Oh, he's getting a card. Show it to him.
Oh, yeah. He elbowed Frankie's love, man. You can't be elbowing Gotti in the back of the head like that. Yeah. Frankie will fly out there and scrap with you if you be doing that to his king.
Okay, no, I'm not saying. That's not what I was saying. Like, if you go back enough in history, though, you can probably argue that a bit. But no, currently you're not physically North Germany. You're just like that. You're just like that little thing north of Germany. You know, that thing.
Lucy Goosey says, I think the problem is Dusan and Keane both want to go badly. They won't pass it to each other. I think there's just no synergy because Keane is more dynamic and Dusan is static in their movements. And it's just like you're kind of putting oil and vinegar with those two. David says maybe you shouldn't call neighbor countries North or South Germany in 2023. David says we've been through some stuff with that.
No,
bro.
You know what? No, that's bullshit. Because whenever I go abroad and they're like, "Oh, you're Americano" or whatever, it's like, "No, I'm Canadian." It's like, yeah, same thing. Do I look like an ignorant ass fat American? I hope not, because if I do, I gotta start changing some things.
David says, Frankie says, acknowledge me, for I am the Gotti chief. Goose says, that's like calling Canada North Ohio. No, they call it North Michigan.
Well, they call it Alberta like North Texas. Yeah, like Canada gets a lot of like, oh, you're just like in a northern version of this American thing. So, you know what? I get it too. So don't give me this bullshit. I can't call North and South Germany. I'll do what I want.
Oscar says, the Fioja days, maybe, but I would not say that.
No, you can go like medieval. If you go like medieval, and then it gets messy anyways, right? Because kingdoms aren't necessarily countries and blah, blah, blah. But yeah, there's been borders that have changed throughout history.
That was a soft yellow card.
Gani, yeah. That was, well, they felt that Davidovich got a soft yellow.
They want Rugani to strike fear into the hearts of the Verona players. Nothing like Walgani doing that.
And actually, if you go back, I'm into the history thing though. Now, if you go back, you have countries like Denmark who made kingdoms in what is now Germany and whatnot. They're little bitches back in the day because the Danish kings were Motherfucking beasts at the time, you know?
That's why they make the best pastries in the world. All right.
And at the time, that would have been South Germany. Or Germany would have been South Denmark. That's how it is.
Goose says Dan in for Rugani? Oh, Dean.
No,
Dean.
Rugani's staying on. You know what? I'm going to throw since I've gone on so many tangents.
David says the U.S. got a whole new Mexico.
Yeah, well, that's the thing too. Mexico
couldn't-
gets a lot of shit too, right?
They couldn't get the actual one, so they got a new one.
Yeah, they did get a new one.
Oh, that's funny. Because I've seen someone make that argument, right? When they're like, oh, well, you know, the United States couldn't get Mexico after the U.S. Mexican-American War, so they just said, fuck it, we'll get a new Mexico. I died laughing when I heard that.
No, the most brilliant thing the Americans did was just like, well, like Louisiana land purchase, for instance. That's the big one. But they literally just bought land. They bought part of Russia.
Kostic with a cross.
Oh, no, that goes nowhere.
And it goes nowhere, like always. All right, but anyways, back to
think about it. They bought parts of Russia. They bought parts of Mexico. They bought parts of the Caribbean. They bought parts of Polynesia.
Spain, because when they got Florida and Georgia, that was
Spain.
That was Spain. Technically, they got Cuba, Puerto Rico, and all that from beating.
I know.
Spain.
They're just like, we have money. I'm just gonna buy this.
They were the Seto Kaiba of the 18th and 19th century. Screw the rules. I have money. If anyone gets that joke, you get that joke.
Crosses in, and we're having a conversation.
The ref is saying, Gatti, please chill. I don't want no one to get hurt. I ain't taking it seriously like that.
Okay, so now that we've pissed off basically all of Europe and North America. Crosses in.
Frankie says the Treaty of Guadalupe.
Oh, from downtown, and there's a block from Rugani on his own, man. Frankie. Okay, so now we're getting into Mexican history.
What are they? Are they evaluating that for handball now? Like, what the hell?
That was a shoulder.
I was gonna say, I'm like, what?
And who's this Yugi boy? Is this?
Nah, you gotta. It's an abridged series. It's not like the actual series. Checking? Are you serious? They're checking this for a handball? That's wild.
Come on, let's go, guys. You're not gonna call it. There it is.
Like,
that was a
what
quick
is?
one.
Yo,
how come that one was so quick and the last one?
Why is this VAR guy so freaking extra? Like, what in the ass is this? Like, he is way too extra.
This whole game is kind of extra.
This whole game's a snooze fest.
You got me talking about Mexican War of Independence here now.
It's because this game is kind of boring. Outside of, like, the Keane runs. Oh my gosh! Hey, give Kostic the ball. What does he do?
Oh my god! Start the counter.
Hey, David, what? He said, hey, Dusan has a higher XG than Keane. What is wrong with FotMob?
Man, we'll check that at the half in a couple minutes here.
What is this? What shenaniganery is that?
This game is absolutely nuts. I can't believe it's 0-0.
That's like saying Jimmy Uso is better than LA Knight. It's not even, no.
History is fun. History is fun.
It is actually really fun.
Yeah.
Because you can speculate and then come up with conspiracy theories, and then if your friend disappears, then you know why. Dun, dun, dun.
See, now, historical conspiracy theories. Is it a conspiracy theory, or did you just don't know what the whole story?
Yes.
You know?
So
like, maybe you just missed a whole part of the history, so you don't know. So you think it's a conspiracy, but you just don't know it.
Keane has a 0.3 and Dusan has a 0.36?
Oh, I mean, that's negligible, but still.
That one was more of a handball than the one that they checked on Weah. That's hilarious.
Yeah. Oh, I want to go on about a stat. We got distracted here. Rugani. It's a big Rugani stat that I'm going to tell at the half.
Okay.
There's 3 extra minutes.
Okay.
And what's a cribbo? What are you guys talking about?
Karibo.
Karibo. Kariba.
I know.
Arriba?
Like,
See, we're back in the Caribbean.
No,
Crosses
no,
in,
no, no,
headed
no,
out.
no, no, no.
Okay, so is this like some Pokemon? What are you talking about?
The Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yu-Gi-Oh's, okay. So Yu-Gi Boy has something to do with Yu-Gi-Oh?
Yep. Well, I made that joke earlier. The screw the rules, I have money. It's one of those. It's from an abridged series.
You guys. There's like two people here that are just so confused. Me and Colin.
I think Colin turned us off a while ago
Yeah, he definitely did.
because he's like totally locked in.
Because we mentioned conspiracy theories and he hasn't said anything, so
They got him. They got
it
Colin.
means he's not here because he would have been all over it.
They got Colin, guys. They got Colin. Frankie says, Dave, look at Discord. He posted it there.
You guys always make me look at the Discord during a match.
You're not missing much.
Stop it. I might.
Oh, I'm just kidding.
I might.
What a save by
Like I could have
boy.
missed that.
Yeah, he didn't miss much though. Run, Doosan, run! Press the guy, press him, get him for him tackling you from behind like that. Get him! Grab his ass and twist it. Wait, what?
Kerbal looks like something I shit.
Oh man. If
Oscar wants to know
why is it so
boring.
boring? Because there's no midfield play from us, and we're just kind of heaving the ball, and Kostic keeps hitting it off a defender when he crosses it. Goose says we're playing good at the start, but we've gone to sleep. Yeah. They saw a picture of Karibo and they were like, nah, we're good.
And then they took a shit in the middle of the field.
Oh man.
What that wasn't even a pass.
Wow. What a lackluster. It's just lackluster.
Oh my fuck. What happened to like week 1 and 2 Juve? There's the whistle. Half is done.
Holy
Holy.
It's like I was watching a pickup game. That's honestly what it was. Holy smokes.
3 weeks in a row now. The fuck is going on? Oh god, that kind of football should be called soccer.
That looked like a pickup soccer game. That was horrible.
Oh man, there you go. See, now we're making fun of America again. What a wasted time. Please sub Kostic out.
Why did he start?
Why? Oh, why did he ever get picked? We don't know. I really want to talk about Rugani though, even though he's a yellow card.
Do it. You will.
Juventus have conceded only 1 goal in 8 matches in which Daniele Rugani has started from the first minute since last year. 38 goals conceded in 39 matches without him starting. Further, basically, there's only one time when he didn't start where they got a clean sheet. Furthermore, Daniele is just 1 game away from keeping a clean sheet for the 50th time in all competitions with Juve. Like, that's a pretty decent stat for a guy that is like 4th option. So I guess there's still Rugani haters out there. I really don't know why. He's just some dude that plays center back once in a while from Juve and does a pretty decent job. Okay, Goose, don't get carried away. He's saying our pro clubs team has better midfield play.
We do.
I don't know.
Our pro clubs team does. It does. We also have a better left back in Colin. Majesty says, if no one scores, does that count as a draw or does that void my bet? Depends on how you bet.
Yeah, what was your bet? I can't remember now.
Yeah, I don't
You'll have to
either.
remind me.
I just work here. Jeff says Kostic did much better than last week. That's not that big of an improvement because last week was terrible. Ellie says, to be fair, Kostic did get 3 crosses right. He did. Out of how many, though? David says, I am going to Bourguignon tomorrow, and some of the say bacon has to be in it, and some say it is too fatty. When it fat melts into the sauce.
What is a Bourguignon? Is it like a... Okay, I'm looking this up.
And then Goose
This is
says,
definitely French.
that's because he only starts against trash teams. Damn, he just said Milan is trash. Frankie says, meeting time over. Time to actually watch the game.
Oh, nice. Finally.
And then Majesty says Juventus ML? Money line. Oh, he took the money line.
Oh, beef burgundy. Okay. Yeah.
I don't know. That's actually a good question if they get the money line on that one. I don't know. I'm not a gambling expert. Colin would know. If Colin's watching, he could probably comment.
Colin.
Frankie says Lou and I are a better striker partnership than Juve's.
Okay, guys, we do know that pro clubs is make believe, right? like we gotta simmer down on comparing ourselves to like actual pro footballers. Because even in real life, I am absolute trash. It's not just in the game.
Damn,
guys,
did they get new anchors for Paramount Plus?
Did they?
Yeah, it's not the normal crew. Like, whoa.
Just saying he's honestly a better striker than D-Son.
I had a terrible striker last night. Dude didn't know where he was half the time, and I was giving him feeds. It was pissing me off.
Oh, Dash is talking about beer league again.
It wasn't beer league.
Whatever you play at this point is, even if you're like 3rd division, whatever, USA, it's still a beer league.
No, beer league is when you have like actual people with beer guts that play. Like the people that we play with are actually pretty damn fit.
I'm being hyperbolic, but at the same time, it's just like, come on. Yeah, that's why they just say Bush League, right?
No, Bush League is when they actually do like some bush shit. Like we're raking your ankles and stuff like that.
So there's Bush League and then there's beer league. Like Bush League is like the true beer league where they're actually drinking.
Yeah. Beer league is like everybody comes in with a couple of like Budweisers and fucks around. Like beer league is like actual like fat people that still think that they haven't like passed their prime yet and they just come in just going.
Like you.
I'm not fat.
You're past your prime.
I'm not that old. Like I'm not like I'm 40 something.
You got a gray hair though. You're making such a big deal about it.
I've got gray hairs in my beard, but it's just because I've been dealing with disappointments.
Go on. That doesn't make your beard gray. Age makes your beard gray.
I haven't even passed 30 yet. What are you talking about? I'm still in my 20s.
Old 20s.
Okay, but I'm still not. I got some time before I hit the big 3-0.
Fuck you, Dave.
Jesus.
So man, this is funny. Like I said, I had to redo everything. And yes, I forgot Verona. It was set as Team B. So there you go. Now it says Verona. Oh man, everything's falling apart.
It's all gone.
It's okay. We're making it. We're making it, guys.
That was funny though. I like the only way that I was able to get this guy to score is I would have to give him a driven pass and hit him in the stomach or hit him in the leg, and it would just bounce off his leg and go in.
You talking about sausage?
No, that was when I was playing last night. Oh, you guys should have. I wish I had it on camera, man. This guy had the touch of a bus. I just had to take the ball, just lace it full, just like I was shooting it, but shooting it at the guy just so it would bounce off him and go in. Like holy smokes. Jeff saying last night I was playing 5v5 and I swear I will not play with 19 and 20-year-olds. Most brainless idiots you've ever played with. For real, man.
It's
These
they
youngsters.
can only think with the tip of their dick at that age. That's
Dude,
all.
it's like the thing is with those goons is they always think that, oh hey, let me use pace and dribble and I'm the best player out there. I know what I'm doing. Yet none of them know how to freaking pass a ball. It is just outrageous.
Oh boy. I have to do my halftime boomer break. Is this when I go and I just let you rage on Beer League?
Okay, Dave's going to go wank it while I keep you guys
Oh yeah,
warm
you
here
get
while
me
he's
you get me so riled up.
oh boy, he's bricked up, everybody. Watch out. Oh, he just dipped. Okay, cool. Cool. I'm scared. I need an adult. Ah! Alrighty, so kind of bringing it back to this. So outside of the first couple instances by Moise Keane, kind of a dull half. Obviously, some midfield struggles again. It looks like we're dominating play, but I think we need some good old substitutions. And we're gonna play. Who do you guys think should get subbed, and when should they get subbed? So, guys, throw your recommendations and suggestions in the chat, and I'll read them off for you. And then David says, Dave, when you're back from the boomer break, what are your thoughts about the sprint races? I've never asked about this. Fair enough. But Dave will probably be like, it's all right. He made a fucking Karibo Gotti. God damn it, Frankie. Oh, that's funny. Oh, that is funny. I don't know. Can I share it on here? Maybe. But yeah, if you guys are in our Discord, look at it. Frankie posted a Karibo Gotti meme. Leave it to Frankie there. Alrighty. Yeah, no manches, no mames, no memes way. So kind of giving my thoughts on this, right, is there's got to be a little bit more better penetration in the middle. I don't think Keane and Dusan synergize quite well. Like it's one of my thoughts, right? Like I think you would have to sub out Dusan and put in Chiesa, and then you'll see some cooking. But looking at it from a gameplay perspective, I really think that Dusan and Keane can't really play together in a tactical sense, right? I think you need someone that can play behind defenders, and Keane's able to run and beat through dribblers. I just think Dusan's really static here. Jeff saying these younger lads have no idea. No idea. So hold on, let me find this. He says these youngsters have no idea how to conceptually understand the importance of the first touch, passing the ball, and off the ball movements. That pisses me off is when I'm playing as the cam and none of my wingers and strikers move. I lose it. I swear I lose it every time I see that happen. Frankie says Gatti is the heart of the team, just like Karibo's the heart of Yugi. David says, damn, Frankie, by now you need an Instagram meme page. That's funny. Frankie says, Gatti as Dark Magician. Hey, yo, pause. Big pause. David says, Keane and Chiesa would be holy moly. And then Ellie says, no one Allegri, he will sub in Chiesa for Keane. I really hope he doesn't. I really hope he takes off Dusan and puts in Chiesa. I would love to see that just because of how fluid they both move. Because at this point, it's like Keane's able to dribble past defenders just like his Chiesa is. And that being as a center back, holy hell, you're sitting there like, I hope I don't get caught in an isolated motion because I am screwed if that's the case. Because that's the one thing that's really impressed me with Keane is how he takes his first touch and turns into defenders and is able to beat them. So I'm a little bit curious to see what's going on because like Keane is doing a lot of the nitty gritty work, and this is my thing. If you guys listen to the pod episode, right, or Dave and I got questioned, like one of the questions was like, why do you guys think like Keane is like this latest and greatest, most amazing thing ever? It's no. It's not that. It's the off the ball movements. It's the value per production that you're getting. So for example, Keane being valued at 35 million. Yes, the goals haven't come in yet. We should have had one now. The production is worth the value that you're getting out of Keane versus with Dusan. You're not really getting much out of it, right? Like there's nothing really there.
He's created a couple
He creates
creates the space.
He creates a space, creates his own shot. Dusan needs to be spoon fed.
And that's the thing. And I'm gonna rant a bit now too. And Ellie, I was thinking about this as well when was doing my boomer break there, and I'm like,
You're thinking
please
about
don't
Ellie
like-
when you're in the what?
No, I was
I'm just
thinking about Chiesa. And I'm like, man, Keen Chiesa would be beautiful. Please don't take Keen off. But that was complete like sidebar. Where was I going? Fuck me.
Nah, I'm good.
Okay,
I'm a
let's
few
move
miles away.
so Milk's warming up as well. See a few of the guys warming up.
He should not play. If he comes in, I'm pissed.
Yeah, guys, as well, please like and subscribe. Please make sure you hit the thumbs up button down there or the thumbs down, whatever. If you don't like me ranting and screaming and talking about North Germany and all that nonsense, then give me the thumbs down. It's all good. No, hopefully you guys know me by now that I'm not that ignorant about stuff. I understand. But everything I do it in love and jest. And I have the beer now anyways to try to make this a little bit more bearable. We're all in this together, guys. So that's what
so
I'm trying
funny.
to say. We're all in it together.
that's
So
so
thanks
good.
for joining.
We're all in this together, guys. The power of friendship will take us to the promised land.
Yeah, that corny ass shit. But at the same time, right? Like that kind being able to joke about the difference is always going to be what brings people together as well.
Oh, absolutely. So David had a question for you about the sprint races.
Okay, where were we?
It's like a little bit up ahead. He just wanted your
Yes.
thoughts on the sprints.
Oh, he just wants to know what I think about the sprint races. It's great on weekends where I have tons of time and nothing's going on. From a consumer standpoint, it's not really bad. It's just more content to watch and it's fun. Because I'd rather watch a sprint race than
Max
free
Verstappen.
practice.
We have to say, watch that instead of Max Verstappen winning every fucking thing.
Mm-hmm. And for those who don't know, this is F1. A sprint race happens 6 or 7 times on the calendar. It changes each year, but it's a third of the race. And they do that on a Saturday. And it's worth points, but not as many. Makes things interesting. You get less free practice, so less time to set up, so there's more jeopardy. The teams aren't as settled in, all that nonsense. Anyways, I think from a consumer standpoint, it's great. That's why they do it, because they want to drive numbers and get people watching. From a pure technical sporting perspective,
I guess this is hilarious. Paramount just told me, hey, are you still watching? You'll have to restart your stream because we stopped it doing inactivity. Guys, nobody's Netflixing and chilling to Paramount. Like, chill, Paramount. You are not that cool to sit there and say, are you still watching? Nobody watches you to begin with. And I was only watching you for 35 minutes.
That's just some cheap baked-in default from the
That's
system they're
funny.
using.
Oh, that's hilarious.
That's bad. That's freaking bad. Yeah, I don't know. To finish up, I'm kind of on the fence. I definitely see from the team's perspective, it's fucking nuts. And on Paramount Plus's perspective, that is also nuts. Guys, get over yourself.
Come on, Paramount.
He's saying they have an average 4K more viewers on sprint weekends. Yeah, so there you go. So it'll stay if we want it or not.
Oh,
Most likely.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, what is it? Yeah, it's only like, what, 2 hours tops for a sprint?
The sprint's like no more than an hour. It's like 45, 50 minutes.
Ooh, this is an interesting substitution. So Fabio Moretti for Timothy Weah.
Moretti for Weah. And McKenny on the wing, must be.
So I think we're going to see some more ball possession through the middle of the pitch. Go figure. So I'd love to see Mr. Keane get his goal. Keane needs some goals badly. So badly. I feel so bad.
Moretti needs a goal. Paramount Plus is a joke. Yes, it is. We should just I bet you if we did a trash sensationalized video on how
terrible Paramount Plus.
They
will probably, knowing them, they will probably contact Farhead and say, you need to get Dave and Dash to get off of us, man. Knowing Paramount, it would not surprise me.
We wouldn't make it a personal attack. We would only attack.
It wouldn't be. No, not even that. I'm saying even if we were to make it technical, like if we made a hit piece on it, on how terrible the platform is, they'll probably get butthurt about it.
That's fine. Oh, that's right. We don't like him about her. Anyways, McKennie has come back strong after his time at Leeds. Yeah, absolutely.
What are
We
they?
do
What are
have
they
to
putting
give
in the
him a
water?
chance.
What are they putting in his water over there?
Probably nothing good in Leeds, I would imagine.
Jeff
I'm just
says,
thinking those are some old pipes, right?
that's what she said. Jeff says, I feel really bad for Keane. That goal should have counted. Offside rule is mental. David says, from a sporting view, I hate the sprints. The weekends feel overloaded, and I don't like it. It impacts the actual championship. And it was horrible that 3 of the last 5 races were sprints.
They did jam a bunch of them up.
I see.
Which it was
I see. I
not
see.
good.
Dave. I see. Dave is a man of culture. He likes the long, slow
Yeah,
pumps of the
slow.
Formula One race. He
Yeah.
doesn't like the quick spurts.
More traditional.
More traditional pumps, huh? Goose says probably saw the beans and toast and decided he'd do whatever it took to never go back there.
Yeah, and then he's also saying
Sold a bottle of water.
probably saw the beans and toast, decided to do whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, he's
and
like,
David saying, but I watched the shit out of it, of course. Yeah, that's the problem, right? We all still watch it. Just
That's
like we all still watch the Champions League. We'll watch whatever the hell it is.
That's like with Game Freak and Pokemon, right? Like everyone's complaining with how
How did
terrible.
we go to Pokemon.
I'm just saying, it's analogies. We got a younger crowd, Dave. They understand it. But like it's like, with Scarlet and Violet, everybody hated it, but they still made it the most sold game on the Switch console besides Legend of Zelda. So it's like they're not going to fix it if we keep watching it or if we keep doing it.
Or how, like, even though FC24 is no longer FIFA, it still is the exact same game.
Yeah.
I've seen broken ass shit.
Yeah. Because it's like you look at it from like, I guarantee you, because what's the next biggest AAA release? Call of Duty, right? Modern Warfare 3. It's going to be just as bad as Modern Warfare 2.
Oh, apparently it's not looking good.
And then that's it, right? It's going to be the same exact game, and then everyone's going to buy it, make it the most sold game of the year, and then Activision's like, well, get a load of these schmuckers. They complain on YouTube, give us free publicity, and still buy our shit. Like,
so cross-stitch got to pass the first guy, but hit the second.
Cross-stitch, what about the second cross-stitch going? It goes to Keenan. What time are you at, Dave?
There it is. A couple seconds ahead of you. I'm like right on with the ticker.
Oh, you're right on with the ticker.
So I'm a couple seconds behind you, it seems.
That is
a couple seconds on a live match seems like forever.
You're like 10 seconds ahead of me, I think. Or I'm 10 seconds ahead of you. Yeah, I'm 10 seconds ahead now.
10 seconds.
God dang it. Hold on.
10 freaking seconds.
That's what she said. Ooh la la. All right, I think I lowered it down to like 4.
And just to confirm, McKennie is indeed right wing back with Moretti as the right center midfield. Who's on the ball now and gets knocked over. That's a foul.
David says, Dash, are you scared that One Piece will be the friendships we made along the way? I don't think so. I don't think Oda's going to do that. If you've read the manga, I think One Piece, there's actually like some substance to it, but you never know because Oda's kind of a troll. But because with how serious shit's gotten, Rabiot with the shot and just wide. But yeah, David, with the way that Oda's been writing lately, it wouldn't surprise me. But at the same time, could you imagine being someone that like passed away? Is it?
Yeah, there's a yellow card to Verona there. And I think there's a corner kick here anyways. I think that might have went off the goalkeeper.
Did it? I thought he kind of like matrixed it.
It's hard to say. Let's see.
No, I don't think he touched it.
You are a few seconds ahead of me still.
No, no. I meant like I was going off a ball trajectory. But it looked like he touched it in that. Did you see the replay where it goes right by his hands?
It's tight, right? Like it's the angle doesn't tell you perfectly.
Like the problem is the ball's trajectory doesn't change, so it's always tough, right? And then if you're a goalkeeper, you're not going to sit there and be like, "Touched it, guys."
Yeah, no, of course.
I always get irritated, like when you're playing a game and someone's like, "Oh, did you touch it?" Like, why are you asking the guy that commit it? He's not going to tell you.
Some people are honest. Vlahovic, does he get on it? Nope.
Great interception by Gatti there. Sends it out wide to Moretti.
Love this kid.
Gatti's so damn aggressive when he dribbles.
Love it.
He grabs the ball and just takes it with him and says, "Give me that shit."
Yeah.
Oh, Milik
does go out off.
Hey, what is Milik doing?
He's getting his as I'm massaging my calves because they're sore. He's stretching them.
He was bouncing.
He was downward dog and cross leg warming up the legs, man.
Goose says, I used to think Dusan was fast, but he gets beat by everyone. I don't think Dusan was ever fast.
He likes getting beat, though.
Okay, it's a layoff by Moretti to absolutely nobody. Oh, God, if we draw this game, that's going to be terrible. I can't believe that Verona. Frankie says Milik bouncing on it. Pause. That's technically a foul by Rabiot. That should be a yellow card. I don't know how they didn't give it to him.
You got a lot of the ball.
No, he got his ankle first. He went to the side of his foot. Did they count that as? No, they gave it as a corner. And then David says, Frankie, I thought you were the guy with no pauses. That's what he says in pro clubs. All right, we've got a cross by Hells Verona. Wow, what a weird. Did you see how that bounced?
Now I did. Yes. And it breaks away. Keane with it.
I'm not going to lie. Some of the chops that Keane does, makes me impressed with how strong his ACL is.
And I love how Verona, as they get dummied, they're yelling for a foul. It's like, dude, the guy with the ball just dummied you. Coming in, yes, that's fucking.
Guys, we lost him. Holy smokes, Dave lost his shit and he's gone. Wait, it's VAR. It's VAR. There's a VAR.
No, don't tell me. No.
There's a VAR.
No.
There's a VAR.
Mm-mm. No,
there is a VAR.
It counts.
Oh, you got to be kidding me. They're going to probably give Keane a foul because he grabbed the dude's nuts.
No, he didn't. That's McKenny with the cross.
What a dime.
Beauty.
Wait for it. Is he going to the screen? Fuck's he going to the screen for?
You were just yanking my chain
Possible
earlier.
Possible attacking foul. I wasn't. I was dead serious. Oh, you got to be kidding me. They're going to give Keane a foul for the chop, I think.
You fucking know what? Oh, yes.
That's hilarious. Oh, that's hilarious.
Fucking ridiculous.
Oh, that's hilarious. This ref's an idiot if he does.
Guys, you see that fucking loser in the VAR room? Look at his hair.
If the VAR ref calls this guy is a fucking idiot. I'm sorry. All right, let's see what it is. He says, "Move out of my way."
This is fucking.
No goal, foul. Are you kidding me?
This is fucking ridiculous.
Wow. Wow, that's wild. This league's a fucking joke.
This is the fucking worst.
This league's a fucking joke.
He just shook the ref. You can't shake the ref saying like that after you cover your mouth and say something to him. Did you see that? Tell me you saw that. The Verona player there covers his mouth.
What is that?
Says something to the ref and shakes his hand and walks off.
What the fuck is that? I'm sorry. Laser beam by Moretti.
Ridiculous.
What the hell's
Moretti
doing there?
How
is that a foul?
It's actually a good attempt from that range, but just kind of desperate.
That's wild.
I'm about to put the fucking foil hat on because that's bullshit.
That's crazy. My dude should have a brace. My dude should have a brace. If this game ends 0-0, that is absolutely criminal. That is criminal. I just want to understand what the hell this VAR referee's issue is, because the head ref didn't see an issue with it. It's the VAR guy that said it.
No,
there's
they're
an
all
issue.
like I said. You know how I said last time that there's no other reason other than they're just racist, and it's got to be.
You got to put the tinfoil
They're
hat
just
on that
they're
one.
all just racist, and I'm just gonna stick to that at this point. Screw it.
Okay, for the offside, fine, whatever. The millimeter rule, it's bullshit, but it is what it is. But this one,
And he gets a yellow card. You got a yellow card for that?
because apparently they gave him a foul, so it's dissent. Are you serious? What is this?
Absurdity.
Like, that is just wild.
Nice play by Moretti. Rabiot finding Dusan. Doesn't quite, does he? To Loca. Brings it wide to no one.
Dave, you don't have the scoreboard up anymore. It's gone.
Oh, because I lost my shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Give me a sec.
All right.
Freddie. Okay. And Cambiaso. 56.
That's who are they going to sub out? That's what I'm curious.
That's the question.
Keane is dribbling so nice today. That's a fucking travesty. That is such a fucking travesty. That he doesn't even hit him in the face. Is that a foul too? That's a foul? What is this?
What the fuck is what the
What is this?
No, get the fuck up. Jesus Christ.
He's got his forearm out to protect this guy from cracking his skull on his jaw, and that's a foul?
Jesus Christ.
All right, so there's going to be a sub for Chiesa. Let's see who this is for. They haven't revealed it yet.
This is fucking ridiculous.
Hey, what's the money line on this being a draw or something? What's the odds? It's got to be something, man, because this is ridiculous. Kevin is saying that the stadium's absolutely loud right now. They're pissed.
Yeah, they always mute it though when it, again.
Yeah, when well, yeah.
It's just funny what the Michael wants to pick up. Like when I was at the Empoli game, I heard people saying that they were super loud on TV, and I was like, not really. They were pretty small.
They're pumping in crowd noise.
But yeah, you don't know. You don't know what the production team's doing at the other end, right?
It's a poor through ball there. Colin says the crowd was screaming idiot at the ref earlier.
Yeah, this is pretty brutal.
Someone's got to tell me what's the money line on this, because that was really soft.
Oh, nice feed to Rabiot. Cross. Can't get on the end of it, but here's Gatti from long. It hits McKennie. I guess cleared away, but Bremer gets it. Oh, bit of slop. It gets picked up. Kostic with it.
So
Cross.
are we not gonna look at that right there?
Just get up and play. Look at it after. Get up and play, Dusan. Jesus Christ. Moretti. It gets blocked off, and Montipo collects.
So that's body. Dusan, go to the gym, bro.
Yeah,
He's straight. You seen it? Yeah.
there's nothing.
There's nothing there, Dusan. Like, do better. God, that's so frustrating. I didn't know we had Premier League refs in Serie A this weekend. That's so ridiculous.
Oh boy! All right, so Juve's still looking for something. In their defense, they've been the positive team here.
Like,
Throwing with McKenny.
at this point, Verona's playing for a 0-0.
Oh, absolutely. If they go away to Juve and get a 0-0, they're laughing. Oh, turn by Moretti. No, can't get on the end of that one either. Nice one by Loca. Keane, Loca. Loca puts it wide.
So David says the draw gives you more money than Juve. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. It is the money line. What is it? What are they calling? Isn't it a corner?
We never know.
That's not a corner? All right, so Cambiasso and Chiesa are subbing in. So let's see. If he doesn't take on... He's taking off Keane for Chiesa? Allegri, what the hell are you doing? Like, the crowd's giving him a standing ovation. But what the hell is he doing? Why are you keeping a static striker on with the guy that's been terrorizing Verona all match long? What is this logic? That makes no sense to me right now.
Cambiasso should have fucking started. And that asshole...
That is
fucking
so
Bogdanovic
stupid.
should be sitting his fucking sweaty ass, probably not even sweaty ass, on the bench right now.
Like, if I'm Keane, what the hell is this?
And
that is
kudos to the
huge...
crowd as well for giving that ovation, because the
That's
only fucker out there doing anything.
That's a huge L by Allegri right there. I don't know if he's trying to calm him down because he's pissed or something, but wow.
Fuck me.
Look. Oh, that's fucked up.
Oh, man. Okay. You guys sometimes.
That's asinine.
Here's McKenny cutting in. Locatelli with it. Back to Mac. Cross is cut out. Falls for Cambiasso. Gani now collects. Chiesa gets his touch. Let's see what he does with it. It's cutting in early, looking for it. Just got some space from downtown. Makes one. Tipo work for it. Pushes it
just
over
a little to the right, and I think that's in. Gosh, man. Wow, Allegri, what a stupid decision.
Corner. Taken quickly and short. Chiesa with it here. Cut, and that's a save. Montipo doing his job, though, tonight when he's had to. I mean, also getting saved by a couple. Be interesting to see what his rating is, Montipo, when he should have be down. He should be down too.
I'm frustrated. I really am. That to me is ridiculous.
Zoli with a wild shot.
Because can you imagine what that does to Keane mentally right now?
Well, he's pissed. He went straight to the locker room.
Yeah, Kevin said he went straight to the locker room too. Dusan better get a fucking goal. I swear, man. You better score now. You have fucking Chiesa next to you, and you fucking lazy ass won't do shit. Like that. That
Like,
to me
is he getting pressured by management to give him the minutes?
he has to be, because they need to get a return on investment.
They're not fucking getting it.
No, they're not. And as every minute Dusan plays, his value tanks even further.
Sam's here. I was thinking about
Oh, we haven't
Sam
seen
today.
him-
Where's
yeah, we
he
haven't
been,
seen
bro?
Sam in forever.
Yeah.
This is what's
that.
this is what's really getting on my nerves. Like now we look like a bunch of jobbers for not even doing the Lukaku Dusan trade. All right, here he is right here on space. Yeah, fantastic, Dusan. Take a shot from 40 yards out and sky it because you can't do anything else.
Doing you were 1-on-1. That's
Yeah,
your
because
fucking job.
He can't dribble. He can't dribble. He can't do anything. He's absolutely useless. At least put it on target.
My fucking lord.
We paid $85 million for this jabroni. Damn, man. Oh, this is frustrating. If there's anyone that's defending this guy, because I don't even know how you can defend this guy at this point. Like, I thought Bernadeschi was an absolute wash that we got from Fiorentina.
Oh, man, I would trade the two right now. Let's go.
That
Throw
is
in Costa
ridiculous.
just for the lulls. Cabiasso cutting in.
One-on-one with a
Plays it
defender.
off. Loca.
One-on-one with a defender, and he takes it like that.
Wide to
What
Mac.
an idiot.
Cut out.
I can't believe this. One-on-one with a defender, and he takes a shot from outside the box. It doesn't even put it on frame. That's all you need to know about him as a player. Hell, I wish we got Mitrovic. At least he's the better Serbian striker.
Oh, Sam, you haven't been around. This has been weeks in the making.
Oh, yeah.
Weeks in the making. Long story short, is Keane's being the one trying to ball out. Has not been getting lucky, unfortunately. Always gets subbed off, not getting the minutes, and they leave Vlahovic on, who has not proven that he wants to be there. He's just clock watching and collecting the paycheck. And Keane, which relatively speaking is costing the club peanuts in comparison to Vlahovic, is out there balling. And he's the one that gets taken off. That's why we're upset. Prove that you want to be there. And we feel that Vlahovic has not proven that. That's why we're so hard on him. Chiesa collects it up now. Cambiasso and Chiesa together do look pretty nice. A lot more movement. More passing here. Cambiasso, bit of a lazy cross into the box. Goes back to Gatti.
That's a good ball.
Oh, the through. Oh my God. Come on.
How do you miss that?
Come on.
You're a 9. That's not even a dummy.
He just fell over. Was he trying to get a penalty instead of hit the ball?
No, he was trying to backheel it.
Yeah, it says that's why though. It's getting hard. We defended him
I covered his ass last season.
tirelessly. We defended him, and now we're just like, this is fucking dumb. Keane, because back then Keane wasn't performing, but now Keane is performing. You have that option. This fucking loser's back on the floor again, crying about something.
Crazy
my
thing
hip
is,
hurts. My hip hurts. It's your hip. Like, get the fuck up and play.
The crazy thing about this is if those 2 goals stood, Keane would have gotten half of Doosan's season total in 1 game.
Oh my god. I'm more pissed off this game than last game, despite throwing less things. Okay, but Sam, to your point, yes, Vlahovic was your top scorer.
By like 2 goals.
But by 2 goals, 10 to Keane's 8. But again, your goals per 90 minute by far was Keane. So he's your higher efficiency striker, especially if you look at cost. So he has more performance per your cost dollar as well. So he's efficient not only on the field, but financially as well. And that's what I'm saying. Let that guy cook if he wants to cook. Cambiasso crosses in. It's a little far. McKennie gets a toe on it. Gatti from long, and it sails over the bar. Okay, we can't change the manager right now today. Like, that's unreasonable. Mid-season. Still, how much it costs. We have Allegri. Just have it in your mind. We have, or your head. Get in your head. We have Allegri till the end of the season. And then you can say, yeah, he then needs support. He does, absolutely. Or midfield is being trash, but Keane doesn't need the support. He creates that himself. He has proven, unfortunately, his finish at the end has not been great. I'll give him a bit of credit. After you ball off 2-3 different dudes and then make the space, it's kind of hard to have that finishing touch at the end. Place he needs to improve. But since the midfield is not producing, Keane has produced by himself. Another reason why he should start, because Dusan just sits there. And that's why Allegri ripped off his tie and jacket last game, because Dusan just sat there as Chiesa was trying to play a ball forward. Again.
Yeah, and I saw that on the replay, Ellie. They're saying, so Ellie's saying that they simulated. So the player that they called the foul on Keane, like, flopped after the ball went in the net.
Yeah.
That's absolutely frustrating. The Batmad's here, and he says, Dusan may be underperforming, but I wouldn't say Keane is our main striker. But how long?
He's
how
not
long is
our
it?
main striker.
He's not.
But like I said, I
He's
think it was on the
outperforming
podcast,
him. Yeah.
you play the player that's the hungriest, that's the most.
You play the
fit
hot hand.
Time.
Play
That's
the
why
hot
we're
hand.
also yelling why Cambiasso should be starting, because he's proven and he's showing again how he's a much more dynamic. Kostic has been flat, but because Kostic and Vlahovic are these big, expensive Serbians, you got to play them.
Yeah. And then he says, Dusan
Yes,
maybe, or Kambachiro says, yeah, I don't know why they gave him to Everton instead of brought him back and keeping him through and let him develop.
They needed the money at the time.
Sam saying Keane might have. I mean, do you blame Keane for being pissed off after that second one and then like a soft foul being called after? I mean,
Yeah,
I don't blame him. The Batman says you can also say that Keane had a better goal per minute ratio because he was played little and most likely would have had a worse ratio if he played more. But now you're starting to get into what ifs, right? Like,
that's fine, but then he also would have had more goals, and
he could have
would
potentially
at
had
least
more.
matched the 10 goals of Vlahovic for $50 million less.
Because he was only 2 off, right? And when Dusan was gone with that Poblasia injury in October, he carried the load quite well.
And Sam, you can say, don't forget Keane was on the yellow and was nervous. He got on the yellow after he got pissed off after bullshit reffing. No excuses, I understand, but what's the excuse from last weekend, taking him off so early? The 60th minute, the exact same time. It was predetermined. That's a predetermined substitution.
Yeah, and this was also, I think, as well. And then Batman said, I said last year, he's a good striker, doesn't suit our gameplay. It's hard to argue that when you saw 2 of his past plays right now offensively, with the shot where he easily could have just take the defender one-on-one and tried to beat
is
him.
our gameplay.
So like that's really tough, right? And then instead of like that side pass that comes in through the edge, he tries to do a back heel instead of taking a touch. There's it's hard, right? It's really difficult to say that because it's like some of his decision making of recent and consistent poor decision making makes it really frustrating. Especially when they gave him the ball in the space on the run and he's outside the box and he takes a shot and doesn't even put it on target. It's really frustrating, right? It's super super frustrating looking at it from that perspective where it's like his decision making isn't there. And then David says all the Verona players are Compatro says Keane is a better dribbler. Plus, when he starts, he scores, but FIGC disallows them. And then Sam says I don't blame him. Absolutely not. I don't want a red card. And then
But again, it was predetermined. I don't think it was because he had a yellow card. But here's Chiesa, miss pass. Yeah, I think Keane was coming off regardless at the 60th minute because you had those two substitutions waiting there since the 57th.
David says, dude, all the Verona players are exhausted. We got to do something. This is unforgivable. Batman says, I get that, but we're saying the same thing about Keane. If he got more minutes, and essentially he'll suffer as well. Our play style is a problem for strikers. Higuain did well under Allegri as well. I mean, I have a very, very hard time buying that stock.
Chiesa's doing well. Keane's doing well. Milik is very streaky.
Mandzukic did well as again. I don't like that as an argument saying our strikers suffer. I think they've all thrived. Like other strikers that we've had have thrived in different positions. Or they've thrived in different aspects of their game. Like Ronaldo contributed the most assists he's done in a while since he was a winger his first season under Allegri. Like Allegri never makes a team where it's one guy is your focal point. Allegri's never had a team. He's never coached a team where one guy gets 30 goals and nobody else gets anything. It's not how it works. So like I don't like that argument when you say strikers suffer under him because like for example Tevez had a great season under Allegri. Higuain great seasons under Allegri where he was able to essentially be more dynamic, where he's able to do 1 and 2 pings with different players. That's why I have it. I have that as an issue as it being sold.
Batman, I agree. The fact that Keane is our gameplay is the problem. And I'm not going to start comparing with Ronaldo because, yes, he was our complete gameplay. But the fact of the matter is with the team that we have now, when you put Keane on, he's the only guy that's creating. Now, we haven't seen Keane and Chiesa cook together. I think that's really what we need to see. That's what I would be doing personally. But currently, yes, it's a problem. But with him off the pitch now, what have you done? Chiesa is the only one that's done anything. He's the one pressing right now.
It's just right now, physicality, Keane is way more dynamic physically than Dusan has been showing us. I don't know if Dusan's playing hurt, whatever. If that's the case, that's a different conversation. But like, for example, having Chiesa and Keane would have been a lot more dynamic and a lot more troubling for Verona to really do anything. Because right now, it's just Dusan is really static. Like, his plays are super static.
Milik looks like he is coming on. And that's the thing. You're taking Dusan off anyways. Let's just see Chiesa and Keane cook for a little bit. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying don't start Vlahovic, but if after 60 minutes, one striker has created two what should have been goals and the other one has done absolutely nothing, it should be a pretty easy decision. I'm not saying like overall Keane's our number one striker, but game time decision. You're allowed to make these decisions on the fly. It's not like, half hour before the match, I decided these are my substitutions and I must do this at the 60th minute. You're allowed to make those adjustments. And that's what I'm really going on about, is why Allegri is sticking to this rigid game plan and substituting out what in real life, in real time, is the wrong player.
Yeah, what the hell's going on out there?
Yeah, and good point too. And I mean, this 3 weeks in a row, we're where we've been flat, so it's not like you can say we've been a little bit lucky, and that has allowed us to come up the table. So I don't know, maybe an outlier in this case, but yeah, we should be not giving the ball away. We should be with the disallowed goals or not. We should still have this game, and we're chasing it.
I know that's what's frustrating.
Like desperately chasing it now at the 80th minute.
What is Allegri taking so long? Like, make the substitution. All right. Sam says, I hate the fact that he doesn't press. Gumpetro says 3-4-3. Keane left wing, Chico right wing, Dusan striker up front.
The
Batman
3-4-3's
says,
never worked for us though. I don't know.
Mandzukic stock rose when he didn't play as a striker, but he alternated in and out between the left wing position with Higuain. Tactically, it was made that those two could interchange depending on positioning. And also, Mandzukic was a way better target man than Dusan. And Dusan, speaking of that, Dusan's finally subbed up. Tevez, the rest had better providers, didn't rely solely on them. I understand, again, but they could create their own shot. They can do their own thing. I haven't seen Dusan able to create his own shot. That's what's frustrating. Because, like, for example, the first disallowed goal, Keane took the ball, beat two defenders, and then shot it. Yes, his ankle or whatever was offside. I understand that. But that's the issue that I have with it, right? He's 85 million and can't create his own shot from what I've seen. We haven't seen instances where Dusan will take a defender and beat him one-on-one.
Well, no, we just saw him take a 40-yard shot because he refused to take on a man.
Like that's one of my things where I have an issue with it, right? When you've paid, he is the highest paid player salary-wise on the roster. The highest paid, and that's the production you get out of him. That is my main complaint. Like that, I think that's where we agree, right? Where you say Dusan's underperforming for us. Like, we agree. My main argument is this: for the amount of money that we're putting in for him and the amount of production that we're getting, we're taking a really big loss.
If we paid $35 million for him and a salary of $3 million a year, it would be like,
I'm not complaining at that point. Like, for example, with Milik, I'm not complaining.
No, because he's cheap. He's cheap as fuck.
Yeah, he's like ridiculously cheap.
He's our fourth striker. He slots in when he needs to.
If he gets a ping or two every 2 or 3 games, I'm not mad because that's what you're paying for in a sense. And that's one of the reasons why we're making this argument with Keane here, because, like, for example, the money that we're pouring into Keane's salary and the money we paid for him, it's a lot. Like, his production makes up for the value in a sense. Where Dusan, it doesn't. And if that's not called, that is not, wow, that is a travesty. I'm sorry, Dave, I'm 10 seconds ahead.
No, I just saw it.
And then, and this is where I think him and I are going to agree with here. Dusan for me is like Javinko, both players in a good system that suits them. That's the issue, right? Because you're paying that much money for it. And Juve and Dusan haven't been a great combination. I'm saying the alternative Keane isn't all that. But the argument,
he is.
We're not. That's the thing, right? We're not making the argument that Keane is the greatest striker of all time, and is this
isn't all that, and he's better than Dusan.
That's what we're
this moment in time.
Yes, that's kind of like the argument that we're trying to make, is that per monetary value, we're not saying that Keane is an amazing player and this like world-class striker or anything like that. We're saying it in regards to what you're getting out of the value. It's better than what it is, right? Because Keane's on what, 2 or 3 million a season? I think financially, 2 or 3 million. Where Dusan's on 13. So like that's kind of like, that's our perspective that we're really trying to sell here, and to talk about this penalty. So they use VAR to take a guy that did a simulation to essentially give it as an offensive foul, and they didn't. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm livid at this point. Like, this to me is ridiculous.
So he has one of those contracts that increase over the years. So last year was 2.3, and now it's 3.5. So it's a 3-ish. You know, when you amortize over about 3 and change.
Okay, I mean, in my opinion, he's producing at that level, if not a little bit more than a $3 million striker.
Reasonable.
I think it's reasonable for the production that you get out of him. I think it's reasonable.
Yeah.
Like, if Keane was getting paid 6-7 million, I would be complaining about it. Like, I would say you have to produce more.
Yeah, Vlahovic, according to Shira, this article is 9 million plus bonuses. And King's got some bonuses as well, but say roughly Vlahovic makes 3 times more. Not to mention the transfer sum. So you have to amortize that value into how long you keep the player as well and how much you sell them for. So that's all taken into account. Of course, you don't know that until the guy either retires or you sell him on.
We're at 0-0 with 5 minutes left. Why are they so stagnant right now?
No, come on, that's Moretti. He's touching over, block shot. He still has it. Dumps it over to Chiesa on the left. Bit of space. What does he do? Almost sneaks it through the legs.
But you see right there, though, that's kind of like one of my things where Chiesa can create a shot out of nothing.
Yeah.
And Chiesa's getting paid half of Dusan's salary, too.
For now.
Now.
He definitely is going to get a pay raise.
But, like, as a player, Chiesa, in my opinion, is a lot more complete than what Dusan is. Like, Dusan might have a better finishing stat than Chiesa, and that's pretty much it. And it's like, it's... Witch hunt. Give a pass. Whack. I'd much rather bet Yildiz than Keane. I think that's a bit of a stretch.
Well, that's what it is a bet at this point, right? Yeah. And that's not to take away Yildiz. We're seeing him right now as we speak. He's just coming on. And I'd love to see him get more minutes, absolutely. If he's the next guy, if he's the one that saves us, then so be it, absolutely. Yeah, Yildiz for Rugani. They obviously want the goal here.
Yeah, they're trying to push for the. It's because it's relegation-based Verona, and we're 0-0 at home against these guys.
I think you talked about that before. Fiorentina, Dusan, everything kind of was all about crossing into him. You just had to sort of sit in the box.
The other thing too, he wasn't in the limelight as he was now.
Yeah, and as you also mentioned today as well, that we don't build a team around a player. You're part of the system. Fiorentina's Dusan was built around Dusan.
Because that's why they struggled, in a sense, after he left. All right, we got to restart this quickly while Verona players are down on our end. Are we going to restart this quickly? Nope.
Talked a bunch. I mean, we just post game throughout the whole game because,
I know.
Oh my. It's just for us because this is 3 weeks in a row where it's like this, and that's the point.
Batman says, at least with Yildiz, you don't know what will happen. Keane hasn't really shown himself to be the guy for the last few years.
But again, that goes to my point where he isn't the guy, and he's still outperforming who the guy is supposed to be.
Yeah, that's what the argument is. And then, like, for example, Keane performed quite well at PSG. Everton, that was a stupid move on him going to Everton. And remember, Keane and Dusan are the same age.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they're relatively the same age. And maybe outside of, 2 or 3 months?
Rabiot gets the header, but deflects out. Another corner.
Goes off a shoulder.
Short.
So
Cambiaso curls it in, headed away. Gotta find a nickname for Cambiaso that's easier to say on the fly.
The Campbell's? I call them Campbell's chicken noodle soup.
Chicken noodle. Noodles? Just call them noodles.
Just call them noodles.
Okay, there you go. Calling them noodles. Noodles with it now. See, it works. And here is the 90th minute. 6 added. Yeah, Cambarde. It would be in Italian. But I like noodles. Rabiot dribbling in.
6 minutes of
Laid
extra
off,
time.
nothing.
This is like the Salernitana game at home.
Oh, you keep on bringing that up.
It is. Dan says,
That
I think
one was extra horrible.
Dan says, I think the Prem is too physical for Keane. Keane was like 18, 19 years old when he went over there. Keane was young when he went to Everton.
Yeah, he's beefed up a bunch. And that was the problem, too, is he had to rediscover how to play with his new body once he went through puberty there last year.
Yeah, like Keane was a little boy when he went to Everton for that one season. And it was under Carlo Ancelotti, too, I think. And then he went to PSG, played well in France. I think he got double-digit goals in France. And he was playing as a starting left winger with Neymar and Mbappe.
Keane was also going through some personal problems there, too.
Yeah.
During that time. Some disciplinary issues for being young and immature. But yeah, I feel like he's matured a lot the past couple of years. Nice ball over the top. Come on. Oh, Yildiz almost does it.
So, Yildiz, you got to finish that, buddy. Yildiz, you got to finish that one. No, that's offside. Even if it went in.
Yeah, it was
That's offside. That one was off.
Even in real time, it looked offside.
Yeah, that was off. Because I think, though, like when you look at it, I think a lot of people forget how young Keane still is, right?
Is this because he's been around?
Yeah.
Since
Well, Keane's
16, essentially, right?
Yeah, Keane's broken off since 16 in a sense.
The inconsistency has hindered his growth. And that's another argument. If you let him play more, you'll see better production from him because he'll have that consistency and that confidence.
Man, Moretti and Chiesa almost ran into each other.
But here's Moretti, tries to curl it, not quite tight enough.
Yeah. No, it was a great read by Yildiz, but I just think the issue was he was off regardless, right?
Mm-hmm.
Man, this is frustrating. I don't think I've ever been this frustrated in a match.
At least this is the worst of the season.
Goose says having 3 called back instead of 2 would have been funny. Were you not there for the Madrid Juve game where Morata had his hat trick called back?
Oh, fuck.
You don't want to joke about that. That's actually happened before.
Oh, man.
That's legitimately happened.
3 minutes left. Milik doesn't even jump for that one.
What are they?
Anyways.
No,
and then Buddy's
no,
and then he's
Verona. Screw him. Don't kick the ball out. F him.
Oh my god.
I don't even care. Screw fair playing it.
He's not fair playing it. Going down.
When they went for that dive, that wasn't a fair play. Oh, look at that. He fell. Wow.
Oh my god.
Wow.
If I was in this stadium, I would have very unpleasant words. Oh, wow. I have no respect for this man. None. Ludicrous. And they're going to be laughing in the locker room because they got a point out of it. Meanwhile, they played like absolute cunts.
I don't know.
Coming on. Final change here. Just drawing things up.
Frankie.
Perhaps. I don't know. Some of these are like super soft. Like ridiculously soft. And they're being called. And
Kobe says soft like Charmin.
the ref's got to be able to differentiate, right? When Buddy's trying to sell it. And I understand that's very hard to do. But I mean, it's tin foiled to one side, clearly, this match. Oh, ticks down.
This doesn't, and the thing, this doesn't help because we still have that issue with creating from the middle of the park as well.
Yeah, that's like only talking the striker business, not even the rest.
Yeah, like we've been talking the striker business, but not.
Gatti chips it in. Milik pop!
Off the post.
Yes,
Kamiyasu!
Finally in! Give
Oh
me
my
the
god.
first
Hey, hold on.
check.
Wait.
Tell me it's not
Wait.
in, because that's fucking.
Wait.
It's gotta be in. Tell me
Wait.
it's not.
Dave. Wait. Wait. Guys, I hate saying this, but wait.
Fuck you all.
Wait. We'll all celebrate together. We'll all celebrate together.
Wait no more.
But wait. Okay, Milik is on.
Yeah, that's an offensive foul on Milik, obviously.
Wait. I'm waiting until I see them.
That's potentially Cambiaso's first goal.
Wait.
Oh my god.
I'm waiting for an offensive foul. I'm not worried about offside. I'm worried about an offensive foul. Because
I mean, if the first one was an offensive foul, that was clearly
they're gonna say the Verona player kicked the goalkeeper and it's a foul against Juve just because of F us. That's
yellow card to Cambiaso for taking the shirt off, but he's already got a shirt on underneath.
I love how he's just like, yeah.
Oh man,
wait.
Good for him.
He's giving a yellow card to Allegri. Oh, a red card. He gave Allegri a red.
Allegri? You gave a red card to Allegri for what?
Oh, Allegri was making choking. Like he was like acting like he was choking.
They're so soft with they're kicking Mourinho out these days for doing that. Oh my god.
All right, we're good. We're good. It's happened. We're up 1-0.
Oh man, Landucci on the bench next weekend.
Landucci, yeah, of course, when we're playing against Fiorentina. Now, in spite of Verona, fuck them. We're gonna play some shithouse ball. Everybody fall on any kind of contact. Studs up, boys.
Oh my lord. How gray you looking?
Pretty fucking gray. And that is the final whistle.
Oh my lord.
But see, though, like for example, Milik created that opportunity with the header. I think it could have been a goal if it went off by a thing. That's what you expect out of Milik, right? He comes in for 10-15 minutes, gets a dink. And Keane is back from the locker room. He went to go get a jacket and cool off. I bet you the FIGC with their money line, they're kicking the wall. They're saying Allegri didn't get the red. Who got the red? Oh, I guess it was from a staff member.
Oh, somebody else did.
That's interesting because the ref went up to Allegri and put it up to Allegri. That's interesting.
Unless he was like going past Allegri and we didn't see with the angle.
I guess because I saw Allegri turn around and start walking away, but
well,
like Allegri was like,
so maybe he was laughing at the joke and laughing that he got a red card over it. I don't know. David just asking, what was this game? What was it? I have no idea.
I'm gonna go on Twitter and see if I can find what caused that. It's got to be it's got to be somewhere there. Gambaccio says, "quote that if I could caption this match, I can literally caption it saying what in the ass." Like that is the absolute caption of this.
He's changed his name again. Roro17 or Roy. Roy? That's a hard one. Come on, man. Stay mad, Verona. Quote of the match: white in the ass.
Oh man.
Stay looking salty. Like Colin's already yelling.
I'm downloading this. I got the video that we need to share.
Are you
Before
ready to
do your thing, man. Open the
I got a
lines.
rock of piss. I just had a pint of beer.
Oh yeah, you chug that sucker.
I was stressed. I was on a lot of emotion.
We were all fucking pissed. I gotta download some of these videos.
Oh my god. Okay. I'm gonna
so I can-
freshen up. There's the link. Just
Hop on, go easy on your buddy Dash.
yeah,
Dash a
I'll
little-
be right back. I'm gonna go throw up or something and freshen up.
It's like, what the fuck did I just watch? Alrighty, guys. Well, wow. I think like I'm still amped up a little bit, even though you can't see it in my face. But Dave posted the link. Colin, folks, if you want to come in and have a chit chat, you can hop in. We can talk. We get it. We get it at the death. Get that one at the death. Hey, Kyle, what's up, bro?
What up, buddy? I'm trying to mute YouTube.
I gotcha. Well, what a shenanigan, huh?
Man, I I don't know what to say about that.
I don't either. I really don't either. I'm trying to see like what the hell happened, or like who said what to the referee that got the red card, because I'm confused. And then Frankie, I just downloaded the video of the guy falling over, so I'm gonna upload that here so we can see it live in the post game call-in show. But that I don't know.
I wanted to touch on something.
Go for it. I'm looking for the clips. Do your thing,
Usually,
man.
I reserve my beef for Misak and then maybe a little bit of David. But today, I felt, Dash, that you folded a little too early on that offside. I want to point just one quick general thing out. There's a reason why when they give us these fucking bullshit calls, there's a reason why we're not looking at actual video footage and a green screen with some silhouettes, because you can put whatever the fuck you want on that. So let's the one reference I was thinking of while the game was going on is that when you get dinged for speeding, the guns that they use, they have to be calibrated every so often. I don't remember if it's every shift or if it's once a week or whatever, but nonetheless, they need to be calibrated. And even after room for calibration in Canada, and I don't know what the math is to translate to you guys, but there's a plus or minus. There's a plus or minus on the kilometers. So like there's a gray area. So for me, in baseball, being American,
yeah, the
tie has to go to the runner. I think, because at this point you're seriously damaging games and it's one thing if the referee is just like, yo, this is what I think it is, back me up. But he didn't even make that call. He had to be called back.
Which call?
He's talking about the offside.
Right. So
it's bullshit. The offside is bullshit. The foul, plus or minus, you could say either way because it hit his face. But he could have gave it. It's like a 50-50 call, okay? Sadly.
The second one,
penalty on Chiesa. Chiesa had that was a penalty on Chiesa.
No.
The guy tripped him.
No.
The guy tripped him. He was moving forward.
Chiesa stepped in front of him and stopped his stride and leaned his pelvis forward. I am not about the fucking bullshit that Chiesa.
That is a foul. On the rule book, that's a foul.
Doing it either. No.
If you're protecting the ball, you're shielding the ball, and somebody pushes you, that's a foul. If you want to change the rules, maybe I guess, but that's the rules.
No.
That's the rules.
No.
Now you cannot say no to the rules, Colin. This is the rules. This is the handbook. Okay,
look,
if you are blocking the ball and somebody comes and
We
pushes
just
you.
watched an entire game where they said no to the rules. So I actually feel like I have some precedent to be able to say no to the rules.
Fine.
Look,
You can say that.
hold.
Okay, at the end of the day, the offside. If you go to the rules, it's an offside, even though it's a bullshit.
Chiesa went in front of that man, left his left foot down, and leaned forward because he knew that there was going to be contact made. If you think that's a goal, then you have no problem with what Lucas Vasquez did back to us in the Champions League. You don't get it both ways.
So here's the thing, right, guys?
I was okay with that.
So here's the thing, guys. So like for example, with that's happened to us against us, right? Like for example, with Inter in the Italian Cup, right? So like for example, the ball was rolling, and who was it? I think it was Skriniar or was it Dzeko? So Dzeko puts his foot in front of Rugani as Rugani's going to touch the ball, and then makes contact, and they get a it's one of those things where it's.
And I lost my shit about that then too.
I know.
Okay. So if we apply that rule and apply it here, because a rule is a rule, apply it here, it works, and it is. We should have gotten a penalty there. Either way, we had an XG rule, right? Of a 3.4. It shouldn't be a 97th minute winner that decides it. We were so awful in finishing, and Keane was cursed. But it was super attack. Like I was happy that we were a bit more attacking oriented, and we were giving it to them. But boys, especially Vlahovic, he's drunk. 80 million striker, he cannot get his feet right. Boy, I'm not gonna get angry because we are first. We are first since how many years now that we are alone first? Alone. I don't know. Sorry.
12 hours.
Yeah, let's let the other games play out.
Okay. I will enjoy it though. I will enjoy that. I forgot the song. I forgot the chant when you are first that you sing. I think they will do a video on it. No, like we are first. When somebody gets to the top of the table, they start singing that song.
So,
what's up, guys?
Hey Jeff, what's going on? So I kind of
Jeff.
I kind of want to bring
human.
So I kind of want to bring it to the point where you guys are kind of having this discussion, right, with the thing with Chiesa. So Dave, I'm going to steal your screen real quick. So with this here, so if you don't call the Chiesa penalty, but after this action here, you're willing to sit down and call this as a foul after because the guy looks up, so he's on his knees and he looks up,
and then
and then he's like, "Oh, my heart, my face."
And then he grabs.
Oh no!
When you see that,
the pain stop.
When VAR sits there and says that's a foul because the guy looks at it, because no one would have looked at that play if this guy doesn't do this action right here.
Dude,
he is smart.
So my argument is this, because it's my this is the thing, right? I understand the rule's the rule, right?
The fucking internet right now.
My issue is consistency from this referee. If you're going to sit there, and if the VAR is going to sit there and say, oh, hey, that's a foul, that's an offensive foul, Keane's goal is disallowed, I don't give a damn if Chiesa even twerked in front of the guy that gave him contact. If you're going to be consistent, because this is my thing, this is my argument that I'm going to say is consistency. I don't care what the rule is right now, right? I'm saying consistency. If there's,
let me give you another example. Another example in this game. Remember the handball that wasn't a handball on Weah, the one that touched here?
Yeah,
that
his shoulder.
He took
3
minutes. 3 minutes. We were waiting for it. Okay, but the one that we had when in the second half, I think we didn't even see if it was a handball or not. 5 seconds. Okay, let's go. Like,
yeah, no, they were really quick.
I mean, like
even,
this guy.
The thing is, Weah, we saw Weah's move. Like how many times we saw it? Like it was televised how it hit and stuff, and then he still was checking. We didn't see the guys where it hit or anything. Nothing. 5 seconds. Okay, let's go.
I mean, look, this guy's even twerking for VAR.
This is a shame.
I thought the exact same thing when I saw that. Being an old school dude, I saw that and I'm like, that's the guy that gets fucked in jail. So,
I mean, he was throwing it back and everything.
He drops the soap intentionally.
Dave,
oh
seriously?
God.
I don't dispute the consistency, but like, yeah, man, I also at the same point in time will argue against the whole Neymar falling on the ground. There's dark arts, and then there's that kind of fucking cockamamie shit. And that's the wrong spectrum for my taste.
I'm not a fan of it. But again, for me, consistency. That's what I'm asking for. Like, for example, do I personally, this is my personal opinion, I'm not talking about in respect to the rules. Is the action on Chiesa if it was called as a pen, is it a soft pen? Yes, right? But again, going to Misak's point, it is the rule. If you do any, because they've done it to us, right? That's funny. They've done it to us in the Italian Cup final when we played against Inter. Not once, they did it twice to us. So it's like, with the rule, I understand that. Am I a fan of it? No. But, like, for example, in this instance here, if the guy is literally on all fours watching the play and then all of a sudden flips over and starts grabbing his face, I don't give a damn what Chiesa does. If Chiesa gets hit, you're calling that, or at least you're looking at it, right?
You're calling it. It happens.
You want to know what's the consistent rule? Sorry to interrupt. The consistent rule is simple. Try to hinder Juventus from winning the Scudetti as much as possible.
We're avoiding what was on full display today. It's not the Chiesa thing or the inconsistency of the referees or whatever. It's the obvious intent to stop Juve. The obvious intent.
This is
you don't need to stop us. We stop ourselves. I don't get the FIGC. We can stop ourselves easily. Like somebody scores one goal on us, we just get self-destruct. So they don't need to try hard for it. Let us play.
The problem is if they just leave it to our own devices, Inter and Milan somehow choke on their.
Oh yeah, they're stupid. Even though they have better in quality, like quality-wise, maybe they have better players.
Dude, even in this game, I have to be honest. Like the fouls that the ref was giving for Verona, they were soft. And then, like some of the fouls that we were getting fouled on, he didn't even call them at all. Like I was watching that game.
Verona turned into prime Atletico Madrid.
I think only on Juric we were beating the shit out of him. So I expect more yellow cards for all the center backs because everybody was giving him one round of just a knock or a punch. I was afraid on Gatti when he smacked him for some reason. I was like, Jesus Christ,
dude, it was that. And then it was the offside. Like that first of all, the VAR with the offside technology, the offside technology thing is a joke. I've never understood.
Can we say
that is pathetic? That is insane.
Can we say it's like a kind of what's the word for it? Like some. Remember the Fiorentina game last year at home?
Yes.
When 1-1, the back of the heel and stuff was offside.
Yes, I remember that.
Thing.
I remember it perfectly. And this game
is a karma. It's like karma. I can count it as karma.
This game has not pissed me off since the Salernitana game from last season. With the Milik goal.
If we didn't win, I would have been pissed as much as
that. Was insane. Like, this is the same scenario. I mean, almost.
No.
Like, we won, but still.
Salernitana was absurd.
No, that pissed me off.
Salernitana, it is, again, like, it is dumb. It was. How can you miss a player? How can you miss a human on the pitch?
That one was really exceptionally
that's
bad.
Another level. This is a normal conspiracy territory. That's not conspiracy. That is sheer stupidity. It is somewhere else.
Moronic. This is
moronic and bad refereeing.
Stupid. This is just as stupid. I don't know. I'm
gonna
lower my blood pressure, but
it's fresh though right now, right?
Yeah,
like
it was
give it a year and let's talk about it.
I'm gonna interject on the refereeing part. I think the VAR referee was catastrophic this match. By far, more than the actual referee on the pitch. I think the VAR referee, because I see a lot of people posting the head referee's picture on social media, like just flaming the guy. If anything, track down the VAR referee because the VAR referee is the one that gets the feedback.
But the on-field referee can overrule and make so to my understanding, and I could be wrong, the VAR team is to be used as a reference point, not a veto rule. So the on-field referee at the end of the day has the say of what happens.
I think unless it's results in a goal. I could be
mistaken. Also, I might interject on this one with the VAR referee thing. I don't really know if it's the ref's fault or if this is just a dumb rule to begin with, like a whole systemic thing. Like the rule itself is just that's how they have it like established, and I think the rule itself, the way they have established the goal line offside or the offside VAR rule, that aspect of it is just trash. That's
Well, yeah, that one is kind of
what I
cut and dry, but the other situation, the offensive foul situation,
that was
I mean-
that was a goal. Yeah, that's who like the guy fell softly. I mean, I don't know what to say.
Especially when you could just as easily call fouls, defensive fouls on those other two dudes trying to tackle Keane, right? Like you can really tease this apart and do this whole what if thing, but it looked bad. That's it. At the end of the day, it just looked bad.
So
I will bet my money, my house, everything, savings account, that if that would have happened to Inter or Milan, that would never have happened. That goal would have been allowed with the
I
offside.
think it doesn't
That
happen
would
to
have
Inter.
happened.
Milan
If Verona would have done
sometimes
that,
gets screwed.
or Giroud, that would have been a goal.
What Milan gets is penalties. Okay, but they get screwed at the same time. But they get penalties.
I'm kind of curious on this because, like, see how he kind of holds it because you have the fourth official right there, and then you have Allegri. So this looks like almost like it's Allegri, but they're saying that it wasn't towards Allegri.
No,
it wasn't Allegri.
No,
I
it
thought
wasn't
it was
Allegri.
No, it wasn't from
Because
what we
it's
hear.
not. It's not on the match report. It doesn't say Allegri on the match report.
And
Ellie's
Ellie's also bringing up a great point.
So
I think that guy at the back, you know, the one
yeah,
that's
I think
walking
it's
into the tunnel.
I think it's him.
Yeah,
But
some
it's
random-
funny
This
because
referee looks like it was his first day on his job. That's
it's
what
like,
happened.
hey,
yeah, he's just a trainer or something.
low key. Look,
Yeah, he's a trainer.
FIGC just poisoned Allegri. They just whacked him. Look at him. They touch him and he's
he
choking.
scored. He was celebrating.
I think
was
he has
screaming at
blood in his mouth or something.
You know, he's laughing about it.
Like, what was that? Is he like bleeding?
I don't know.
I think he probably choked on his own spit.
You make the guy geriatric already.
No,
like,
I'm
he's
pretty sure
85.
he's choking on a laugh. I think he was laughing at what
I
everybody
think
was
so.
I think
Gotta
he's saying Kekadze or something like that.
It's like
saying. He's saying, like, guys, are you serious? Why? Oh my God! What am I gonna do next game without trainer? Oh, he does is clean the shoes. What am I gonna do without him?
Is there an Italian like lip reader in the comments or in the chat or anywhere? Like
Sam, we need Sam and Ammo.
Like, yeah, I kind of wish we had Sam.
And I don't know why you guys haven't even alluded to it yet, though.
I like Calcio. I like IFTV. Look, I'm wearing a Calcio hat.
But anyways, I wanted to get to Ellie's point as well, since we're on the also stopping our counterattack to check for a penalty.
Yeah.
Verona at the end of action. Yeah, absolutely right. It's the end there as well. I think
Somebody got some like TV audio in the background.
So yeah, somebody's got some.
Someone's got some back.
I turn my shit off.
Yeah, because it's coming through. Whoever's got like background noise.
I'll take a look at it for Frankie. Yeah, I'll definitely take a look at it later.
Oh, yeah, you guys got to get in the Discord. That's what that QR code. Also, just down in the description.
Definitely.
I'm putting the QR code up there again. We just got another new member.
We did.
Tall.
Says,
Sorry, from Juve official fan club.
Yeah,
New York.
I'm surprised Tall hasn't hopped in yet.
Yeah. I'm agree with Tal. I want to see Keane and Chiesa. I want more dynamic forwards. Milik was good also. This when he came in, he made the assist kinda for that goal. But Vlahovic was bad. Vlahovic was
when is he not? When is he not at
Lazio? He was great.
That was it.
Okay.
Lazio, and then after Lazio, what did we have? Sassuolo. He was atrocious. After Sassuolo, we went to Atalanta. He was injured. After Atalanta, he was injured. Next other game was he was injured. So he was basically Lecce. He wasn't injured on Lecce. Sorry, Lecce. He came in, didn't do anything at the last 10 minutes. Then he was injured continuously until now. He starts.
What were we talking about? Dusan?
Vlahovic.
Yeah,
He isn't playing.
He is
well.
not good.
I said this in August. He needs to be sold.
Yeah, I agree. I was saying from last year, but we are losing a lot of money. We will lose a lot of money. No, but Who's gonna buy a guy after seeing what he does? Who's gonna buy this guy?
That's why we shouldn't be playing him. Stop
That's
his
why they
stock
are
from
playing
falling.
him, though. It's
That's
Stop
why
his-
they're playing him.
His
Because
stock
if he
is
scores
free
goals,
falling.
Get him
because
in
he
good
has-
form and
you know
then
why?
sell
He-
him.
He
That's
has
it.
that sellable face. He has a marketable face and aura.
Mhm.
You can give a lot of money, take a lot of money out of it, but he has to perform a bit to
Like,
garnish that.
do you
From
see
a
his?
sales perspective, you can hide behind the fact that our forward attack, our final third attack in the midfield doesn't supply an attacker like that. I know what Misak said earlier, but I thought that we were kind of flaccid. With the exception of the two individual efforts by Keane, I thought Juve as a
Oh.
whole was shit.
So Colin,
Oh
here,
no,
let
we
me
were
let me.
doing a lot of cutbacks that everybody was missing and mistiming and shooting to the sky, shooting on the bird, tripping on their feet. Like
Today,
if those cutbacks
it was no
went on
different than any
target,
other
you would
Liga
see a
game in
difference.
the past.
So
Huh?
let me punch in with this. So the issue is right now with him, Colin, is that you have instances where, like, for example, Dusan had the ball one-on-one with the defender and he takes a 45-yard shot for no reason and skies it, right? Instead of going in
I
towards
heard you
net.
in the background.
I agree with Frankie.
And then
Santiago is great. Anyway, sorry.
and then the other thing too, right? So, like, for example, that ball that's coming in from the touchline, Dusan tries to do a back heel instead of taking a touch. Like, it's the decision makings when he's in a clinical moment and it just buries him. Like, it's just the boneheaded decision making that he has. Like, for example, Keane took the ball, took two defenders and got a clean shot off and put it on
Oh, yeah.
target. Where it's like Dusan had one-on-one with the defender and could easily have taken the defender to his right, doesn't do that, right?
He
and that's
is very
where
slow. He lacks the technical ability needed so that his slowness can be covered out by his technical ability. You know, it balances out. Like
'Cause-
Milik on the ball is better, even though he's a poorer
I think
finisher.
his footballing IQ is low too. I don't think.
Oh
he,
yeah,
I don't think he
it's
has
that-
the understanding. Like he needs to understand his own players. He needs to have the off-ball movement. And I think like with Keane, he works harder. He understands off-ball movement. Yes, I don't think he's as consistent at finishing the ball. Today it was an exception. Today he did very, very well. But normally, yes, he's usually scared. I felt bad for him. I felt really, really bad. I think he played very good. But
Keane has one issue only, one
Finishing
issue.
product.
That's finishing. That's
Yeah.
the only issue the guy
all he
has.
needs.
Okay,
I
for
think so.
for a striker, it's an issue. I think it's a big issue because you have to finish the chances, no? But he gets into the right position. He creates chances. He is very dynamic. He's a modern forward. He's a modern striker. But we are that in his case, I agree with Colin that we're not providing enough balls for him. I agree because he is making himself available.
So-
He's not making himself available.
So I
Even
had.
that.
Go ahead. Finish your
No,
thought.
that's
Habibi.
my point. Like, if he makes himself available and creates numerical advantages, and then we're in a position that we just need that midfield to give that last touch, okay. But we aren't even taking that line forward whenever he has the ball because he whiffs it, or I don't know. He tried one cross, off-field cross to Kostic every time, and he's not hitting it right. And Kostic was poor, by the way. Thank God Cambiaso came in because I was getting angry because he's doing nothing, absolutely nothing. What the hell? I'm not gonna go off topic, but basically we need to pay.
I also
Keane
think
a piece of bread.
Cambiaso needs to play more. Let's
yes.
put that on.
Yeah, I think Keane.
Cambiaso, Miretti, even though Miretti was misplacing the passes at the last end and it was getting me frustrated a lot, that him, Miretti, Cambiaso, Chiesa, these four should play together. Okay,
Hey, you said Keane, right?
Keane, yes, Keane,
Yeah.
Chiesa, Cambiaso, Miretti. These four and Weston McKennie with them. Great.
So I have one question because this was kind of going through my mind. Playing a 3-5-2. So we play with a
Who's got that music
3-5-2.
in the background?
Oh God.
It's my girlfriend watching
we
something.
play with a 3-5-2, but instead of using a regista, we use Miretti more as the trequartista or the number 10, and then have Locatelli and Rabiot behind.
I don't want to replace that anymore. You know why? What now we try to do? It's not like very static. If you saw, even Rabiot and McKennie were dropping in midfield to try to build up the play. So eventually it was already two, but instead of having that central piece, that one midfielder gets next to the two center forwards and becomes a 3, so that you can have a 3 and like a 3-4-3 sort of. And if you see a lot of the time, Gatti, whenever it's Gatti or Rugani, depending on the flank, they push high. Try to push high to create numerical advantages on the sides where they are. Okay, so this thing about doing double pivot and what, Colin, stop dying.
He channeled his inner Allegri. LJJ is saying too in the chat. Water.
Water. Give him water.
Give him water.
Agua. I think after this game, plus I live in Florida, so you got to give me some. Got to cut me.
What are you drinking, Colin? Whiskey? Choking on whiskey. Scotch. Okay.
He is a man of culture. He drinks scotch.
My point is we do not have to think about concepts of attacking football in a static manner. It's very fluid, and players that disrupt the fluidity affect the game. And Kostic is one of those guys.
And I think I kind of want to make this clear for everyone. We're not pissed that we lost. We're just kind of
we won.
And Gaetano
we won, right?
Gaetano brought us back home here. Gaetano did bring us back home a bit earlier. We are the people of Fino alla Fine. Remember, always black and white hearts.
That's us.
Here's something, and maybe I got so pissed off today, it made me extra negative. But today really embodied how little faith I have in Allegri. How little faith, because I really do feel, in contrast to last year, while he may have put out, I think are we on our 11th game, 10th game?
That was 10. That was 10.
So 2 or 3 of our games we showed some pizzazz and we were pressing, and they fooled the shit out of us. But the other 7 were caca, garbo.
Again, though, how much of the blame
This
is
was
on
pressing.
Allegri? How much is on the players?
Yeah, because
This was pressing. This was a very attacking display. Only the players were very bad in executing.
So
let me take it one point further. Last night during Pro Clubs, I can't remember if it was Frank or if it was Jay Carr, but they're bringing up about how basically we're fortunate that Allegri started to play youth, and maybe it's because I'm a boomer, but I said to them, he's not playing the youth, not intentionally anyways. He's being forced in these positions due to injuries, suspensions, and whatever else.
It's a matter of
squad building.
You know, so
lack of squad building and the direction of the club.
For the 4 players that Misak brought up, I would be so ecstatic to ever see them on a starting sheet. But I have a feeling if we ever saw them on a starting sheet, Allegri's name would not be on that. Allegri will not do that. He is going to go for the 0 goals against every time. He does not give a shit about scoring goals. And
But
I think
he wants 1 goal.
That shows with our midfield, though. Like when we were attacking, every time for the last 20 minutes, our midfielder would bring it up. We'd have left and right outlets. But what the midfielder
and central outlet.
But the central player would walk it up to that line. So what we did, we compressed the defense, and then we have a wall of attackers and a wall of defenders, and it was basically a crossing drill at that point. We don't have anybody, with the exception of that one Locatelli ball, we don't have anybody that threads the needle, that puts it through the layers. Because once you have a defense on a line like that, it's so hard to beat an offside trap. 1 out of 10.
You have to try to cross it to the far post, because usually the far post is the weakest part.
But more or less.
And we tried to do that multiple times. McKennie wasn't inserting correctly. Like I would see Miretti in that low and that post, and Miretti doesn't know how to head the ball.
Well,
so what's the point of having him there?
I gotta be honest with you guys, though. McKennie should not play in the center mid.
No, he's great as a wing back.
I disagree. I'm actually kind of happy with how he's played this year.
I'm happy as a wing back.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
As a right wing back, he's doing great. As a center mid, as a mezzala,
that cross for Keane was perfect. Perfect cross as a wing back. That's my point.
Yes, as a wing back, absolutely.
Miretti, and next to him McKennie, Locatelli, Rabiot, De Capitano. What can we say? And then Cambiasso on the left, Chiesa and Keane up top. But I don't think he will start Keane if there is Vlahovic. I feel like even Keane will take maybe a precaution, warning or something, so that he cannot leave. But he didn't. He came back. If you saw at the end, he came back.
He got a jacket.
I don't think
he wouldn't got a jacket.
I think he just went for a shower.
He was mad.
He was. Of course, he's gonna be mad.
He recovered by coming out with the jacket.
He scored 2 goals and none of them count. I would be pissed. Of course.
I'm mad.
And he-
I
did you
am
see? Did you
pissed.
see
I
the yellow
feel bad
card?
for him.
Did you
I
see
would
the
be
yellow
pissed.
card? He like lightly touched the dude, and then like they called a foul on him, and they threw the
Again,
ball
that
down.
gets
I
back
think
to my
it was
point
good
where
of
the
Allegri.
referees.
People were
Yeah.
pissing on Allegri. In my opinion, it was good because last time, if you get Keane angry and fizzled up, you don't know what happens. It was good to remove him, make him safe because we need him.
It was a gamble. I'm gonna be honest with you. It was a gamble.
I don't know. I think with the
How
yellow
did Vlahovic
card
is
that
7?
Keane got, I think the yellow card that Keane got just proved my point with the fact that the referees were just like giving easy fouls for Verona,
Mhm.
making it that disadvantage for Juve.
By the
Constantly.
way, Bremer is improving. I'm knocking on wood. He is improving. Only his
And-
passing is shit, but he is improving as a defender.
Guys,
Jesus, how
also,
many times?
Rugani,
He doesn't deserve
Oh
it.
yes,
50th clean sheet.
nice,
There you
nice,
go.
nice.
I talked about the stat at the beginning.
Very calm. It's like having Danilo, but lesser quality of Danilo, but basically like that, a calm presence.
I think Dave froze.
No, I'm back. I'm back.
Okay.
You are back.
He's got
How? So
little bit of
we had. I'm gonna throw it to you guys because I'm kind of curious for your takes because we had this discussion right now. It was like Dave and I had this kind of talking point in the second half about value per production with Keane and Dusan, and the fact that Dusan got a 7 on this is absolutely outrageous to me. And I think
Oh,
he had a
yeah.
higher expected goal than Keane when it
Oh,
was at
yes.
the point of the match when we started talking. What are
That's
you
why
guys'
he
thoughts?
gets it.
So my argument was this, right? I said for the amount of money that you're investing per production, Dusan is a catastrophic failure. Whereas with
Oh, yeah.
Keane, you're getting more production with the amount of money that you're putting into him. Your guys' thoughts?
Has to score goals at the end of the day.
What do
He
you want
did.
us to say?
He canceled, but you need the raw stats of it. I
With
want him to
Duchan,
start
time
scoring
is running
goals.
out, and he needs to put up or shut up. That's really all.
No, the
Dusan
time
needs
is
to be
gone.
awake.
Get the fuck out. The time is gone.
Yeah, he has to go, and then
Well,
we get
look.
2 wingers instead.
Look, what I mean by that is, listen, you got up till January to get them in decent form, and then sell them, or till next
Okay.
summer. I'm not saying don't get rid of them, but I am saying we have to make some money out of them at the end of the day.
You know the issue is what the issue is. Nobody's gonna buy him in January.
No.
Nobody's gonna
No.
put that much money on him.
It's fine. I understand. That's why I say
Maybe at Chelsea? Are they desperate enough?
No, I
No.
don't think so.
Probably.
They got,
I know they are. They are 13th in the league, and they need a striker maybe.
They lost to Brentford yesterday. Or the
Yeah, no, today, in the early.
give
Bradford
us
2-0.
give us Broya for Dusan.
No.
Right,
Don't
right.
take any striker from them. Okay, I know you're Albanian ties. I don't want that any injury prone player. We have already the injury prone striker. I don't want any more.
You know what I
Santiago
find?
Gimenez, that what's the name? Frankie is hyping about. That's a guy I would invest in. That's it. Did you see against Lazio what he did?
Yeah.
He tore them to shreds, and he is unbelievably good.
At this point, I'd rather get Chicharito. That's
my only concern with bringing a Mexican in over from the Everdeze is, like, for example, you look at Chucky Lozano, where he was absolutely cooking, and then he came to Napoli and then just shat completely.
I think in Champions League, that's a for me it wasn't the Everdeze thing. It was the Champions League.
And it is
Lazio performing in
too.
the Champions League. For me, it's like, okay, you are good. Like you are decent.
I always notice this though. A lot of the teams from the Dutch league, they do pretty solid in the Champions League a lot of times, and then those players move to like a bigger club, but then they just shit the bed.
But
usually it's the Europa League.
The systems that the Dutch teams play in Europe, they don't play that same system. You got to keep in mind that because that these teams are, they have quite a bit smaller war chest. That these players have been playing in these 2 or 3 tactical formations for a fucking decade, for the most part. So when Ajax plays in the Eredivisie and then goes to Champions League, it's 2 different teams. They're not playing whatever the traditional 3-5-2 if it was Juve. So,
I know.
And I'm not trying to shit on Frankie, but like we have to analyze the system that Frankie plays before we go like, yo, let's dump the money on this, because that dude might be fantastic for that system We need somebody who's going to fit our system. And the problem with that is I think we need Ibrahim or something outlandish like that. Because I don't think Allegri's system is a system at all.
Is Santiago
Zirkzee.
Jimenez like pretty much fitting with Allegri's style, with Allegri ball? That's also another thing we have to ask.
Yeah, no, they play more attack-oriented football. They control possession. They are very risky football. We are not a risky football team. We are a very safe football team. Okay, I get that point, but the thing is, does he beat his man? Does he create overloads? Does he beat his man? Does he get in the right position? Yeah, he beats his man. Against Lazio, he was beating them 1v1 as a striker, not a winger, as a striker. So I want that. I want a modern forward that can finish also. So yeah, that's why I would be fully
again. It's like what we
him.
want, and what Allegri wants is like a completely different thing.
No, look, you have to make a decision now. Now with Gintoli, we have a plan of what to do. No, our plan is to be sustainable, young, balanced team, not a very old team, not a very young team, a balanced team. So our average average age should be 25.
Yeah,
Dave, you're about to get us kicked out of YouTube.
We're gonna need a new team. Like we're gonna need a new coach. That's all I'm saying.
New coach. Let's wait.
That's what I'm referring to.
Let's wait.
Different players are gonna require different coach. Like that's it.
I disagree. I think regardless of what we all want or don't want, I think that decision's already been made. I think there's a high chance that when Gintoli came, I think there's a high chance that he said, "Listen, I'm giving him a very small window, and if he doesn't shoot in this window, he's done." So I think Allegri's
he's shooting his shot.
He's shooting his shot. Yeah. So I think next year is going to be a real tester. I don't know. I just don't see
I think this year is the last one. This year is the last one. Especially if I'm not going to say what he does so that I don't jinx it because we are on the road for it. He does that. I think he leaves as a guy that brought us back. As the guy that brought us back to the top.
So I think I'm going to ask this question because it's 10 matches. And you said wait until 10. Are we the C word?
Oh, yeah.
Are we the C word?
Are we? We are in it. We are in it.
And I don't mean cunts.
Damn it, you took it from me.
I don't mean that. That's us as content creators.
We are in the cunts.
Are we contenders?
Oh,
Chat,
yes,
are we contenders? Everybody answer it. Are we contenders? Yes or no?
I believe so.
Of course we're contenders.
We are. At the moment,
top 4.
It doesn't look like it, but somehow,
if you look at data, we are. Even if you look at data, we are contenders because we are generating enough chances, enough XG to win games, to win most of the games that we played, and we are fairly 7-1, 7 wins, 2 draws, and 1 loss. That is championship challenger statistics. Okay, if you keep on that and multiply it by 2, like at the end of the year, we reach about 27 wins, 5 draws, 3 losses. You were in the race.
If we played, who do we play? Like Lecce, Bologna, and
Lecce, Bologna, Lazio, Milan, Atalanta, Sassuolo.
We've had a good mix.
You have a good mix. No,
we'll say the average ranking is what, 8 or 9 then?
Ish. Yeah.
Milan is 3rd, exception.
But they were. I mean, and it changes every week, right?
Bologna is a good team.
Yeah, Bologna.
I think Bologna will finish top 7 this year.
So looking at the sample size, right? So Bologna. So with us and Inter's technically the favorite. Inter lost to Sassuolo. We lost to Sassuolo. Inter tied to Bologna. We tied to Bologna. So as far and then like for example, Inter beat Milan. We beat Milan. I'm not saying the quality, right? I'm not saying the quality of the win or the draw. But if you're looking at it from a statistical thing, we are technically on pace with the favorite.
Yeah. With a favorite that should be supreme favorite over us because of how much they invested.
I think we have a pretty decent chance at the moment.
My idea is make it to January. Make it in January
I
with
think, yeah.
maximum of 4 or 5 points between us and the first place. So make
And
it
if
to
you
January, and then restock and resupply your midfield. And I don't know if Alcan opens his wallet and gives us some
He did.
players.
We have
Well, he
we have
did.
80
We got
million.
the-
We
80 million.
have
80 million.
we have, and if he let's see if we do actual deals. Yeah, we are in it.
I think if we don't sustain any real injuries, long-term injuries, I don't think we should do anything in January. We don't need to because of Europe. I think we should just stay lean and then pop off in the summer window.
I think we can take one step. I think we can get a player that is for long term at the same time, like summer district that we talk about a lot. It will like if it wasn't in January, we would have gotten him in the summer. And why
Would
not
you wanna give
get
up
him in the summer?
Nicolisi though?
I'll give him Nicolosi. They'll take it. They need a body.
But then,
Or
okay,
even if at maximum we give them Luis Hasa.
how? So then we have we just commented about how Gentoli is supposed to maintain some sort of sustainability within our
Mhm.
club. To me, that means having whatever the fuck players graduate into the first next gen players. Okay, graduate into the first team.
Probably. I think
What you're suggesting is that we're using them as make weights in future deals, which is what we've always done.
We are making more out of them though. The only the top of the top makes it to the Juventus team. The others go on loan, get sold. Like for example, Nicolas Cavilla wasn't the top of the top. He was a good player, and he had a tragic injury, sadly, and he recovered. And Salernitana was, so he needs playing time. And if we can cash in on him, I have no problem. It's not like let's say losing on Huijsen. That thing I'm against because that is a rarity in football to have a guy like him. Nicolas Cavilla isn't a rarity in my opinion.
We got to remember, and I think because we haven't had this experience before, we're in a sense, if you think about it, we're a little bit oversaturated on youngsters. Like we've got too many that we don't know where to put them. Like for example, I don't even know if Illing has ever left the dressing room at this point because we have not seen him since
Bologna.
Right?
Completely.
Is it time for a random stat? Because I haven't dumped enough of those in today.
So yeah, go for it.
I will sleep.
Juve with Udinese, one of the only two teams in this championship that have already fielded two players born from 2005 onwards. Kenan Yildiz and Dean Huijsen.
Yeah.
So kind of like bringing the conversation back to it, right? There's so many young players that we have that in theory we don't really know what to do with, right? Because like for example, Yildiz is there. Not really sure on where we factor him in right now. Illing is probably the biggest one that a lot of people are calling for, and yet somehow Kostic still goes over Cambiaso and Illing. That's another one as well. And then we also have to take into a factor coming back next season where Sule and Barrenechea come back. And
which is why Allegri needs to go.
No, Barrenechea, I will cash in on him. Thank you very
he's
much.
probably going to get cashed.
I think
cashed on. Sule, you
will.
keep him because he is showing that he's a game changer. A game changer in for Zinone can be a very good player for us.
He's doing really good there.
Yeah, he's playing as a game changer, and everything.
I just don't think he's going to be good for Allegri, like under Allegri's system.
Allegri's got no more than 2 years.
I don't think this focus on Allegri and stuff is kind of useless because if the player has the quality, he will give what he has. Chiesa doesn't look like shit when he plays, okay? Even when he came on, he was making a difference.
Yeah.
If you give a player to him that has the technical qualities to express,
he's not at Chiesa's level, though. He's not at Chiesa's level.
Right now, no.
Not yet,
but
no.
at the end of the year,
No.
if the trajectory, he will. 1 second. The guy is 20. Chiesa is 26. There is 6 years gap between them.
100%. I agree. So
there. Let's if you want to compare him to Chiesa that was 20 years old. But he will reach there if he continues playing like this in Frosinone. He already has 3 goals and 1 assist at Frosinone, which is a team that doesn't score a lot of goals.
Why is it that Bayern, the Barcelonas, the Real Madrids, they can afford to go and play youth But
They,
there's something
yeah.
about Juve that we just know better.
Okay.
I think their youngsters
is-
are better than ours, right? Like,
I don't,
that's-
I don't think
that-
Juve's worse when it comes to playing youngsters. I think Chelsea's bad, actually.
It's not like playing youngsters to play youngsters. There is
Yeah.
categories of youngsters at the end of the day. There is the talents that Barcelona that has one of the best, if not the best academy in the world, and has always churning out talent. Us as Juventus, this is the first time in our history that we're churning talents. Before the whole Miretti 2003, like Miretti, Sule in Junior era, the last youngster we had that was breaking through was Jovinko and Marquisio about 15 years ago. Okay, so we weren't a good youth system. We didn't have a good youth system. We didn't have a good youth school. We developed that with time and with a lot of investments. We aren't there yet. So it needs a lot of time.
I also do think
lot
though
of
with
work.
Barcelona, but I also do think
Yes,
with
it does.
Barcelona, with
needs a
Barcelona,
lot-
they have identity. They know the
Oh
type
yeah,
of
yeah. They
players
have the
want.
they have
They
the
have
tiki
the right
taka.
philosophy, or at least their philosophy.
I
We
disagree. I
no,
disagree with
we-
Barcelona's
we-
first team.
La
I would
Masia,
say
La
this.
Masia has not been used since Messi came through. So that
No,
argument,
Gavi, Pedri.
yes, because
Gavi is not a Gavi is a La Masia. Pedri isn't.
Yeah,
But
Pedri isn't.
Pedri, Balde, the left back, the what's his name, Yamin Yamal, the
Was
winger.
what about Araujo, the Uruguayan
Araujo?
defender?
No, they bought him from
Bottom?
Argentina
Okay.
or Uruguay or something. No.
Yeah.
And before them, it was Ansu Fati and Ricky Pig that
But-
plays in LA Galaxy. The
Also,
idiot.
don't forget about Sergio Roberto too. I mean, he's not that. He's kind of.
he was a
Okay,
switch
so basically they develop.
change the fact that Kostic started today against a Verona team that is well beneath us.
Oh, that is a different topic. That is because
No,
Allegri is an
well,
idiot.
what I said-
That
was
is simply because Allegri is bad. It's not about the youth system thing. Okay.
Yeah,
But I didn't
Allegri
say
needed it.
my attack wasn't on the youth system. It was us not willing to give the youth that we do have chances. Illing has proven himself available.
Yeah. My point is, my thought process is, what do you have to put yourself in Allegri? Okay. Our team is a very mentally weak team, and we have proven that continuously for the past 4 years. That whenever we concede, we lose. So let's go back to that basis. He wants every wingback, every player to be defending and attacking in the same balance. Okay, sadly, there is no drop off. Everybody has to give the same effort. Illing's major weakness, as we saw, it is his defensive duty. That's his major. Even though he is very better than Cambiasso, to be fair, better than Cambiasso and better than Kostic in attacking because he's naturally a winger. Defending, he isn't as good as the others. So in his position, sadly, he Allegri is coaching scared. He doesn't trust his center backs enough that they have the quality to cover up for Ealing Jr. Okay, in that position, what can you do? Do you compromise your defense, or did you give a guy to play?
Historically, Allegri has never. That's my point, though. Historically, he's never trusted anybody besides the elder statesman of whatever team he has inherited, not built, inherited.
Maybe
think-
Pogba was
If I
young.
elaborate on
Dybala
the
was-
question, though.
I remember
Mind if I
Dybala.
elaborate on it though. You said, what would you do? Would you compromise your defense or attack? I think it should matter, like vary from game to game. I think if you're playing a team you know you can beat, you want to play a little bit more attacking. But if you're going up against a team that's a little bit more balanced, you don't know how it's going to go. Okay, then you can try to do more defensive-minded.
Thing
games.
is, if we concede one goal, if we first the guys that concede the first goal, no matter who is it, if it is Maccabi Haifa to Inter Milan, doesn't matter. We falter. It is proven. These players aren't mentally capable enough to motivate themselves to come back.
And
So what
whose
we
job
have to
is
do
that?
is
Whose job
get-
is that?
that's the job of the players to have that mental capacity, and also on the coach
Who
to
is it
motivate them,
to
to make them
instill
focus.
that philosophy, that accountability? That's what
If
I'm
you
trying
can
to
try
say.
to instill it, and he has instilled before, because at the end of the day, how many comebacks we have done against Allegri, even the famous 3-2 against Inter is under him.
Man,
Okay,
the,
it's
Atletico-
that's where I take it, because on the same coach, different players, no application, and there hasn't been an application since Pirlo's time. Against Pirlo, with Pirlo again, we rarely made comebacks after getting scored on. Rarely, usually we lost. So
Hey guys,
it's the
I'm
mentality shift.
sorry
we're
to
having.
interrupt. I gotta go because
Okay.
we gotta head out. I gotta take care of some stuff.
Appreciate it,
Sorry about that.
Jeff.
I apologize. Sorry for the
No,
interruption.
no worries. Thank you
No
very much.
problem.
Have a
Yeah,
great
I
night.
have to head out. We gotta
Sack
do
him.
stuff.
He's
Yeah.
fired.
Damn it.
Thanks, guys. Have a good day.
Thanks, guys.
Give
But
him the
take
sack.
care.
Take care.
Take care.
Yeah, 20 viewers. Nice.
Yeah, we
We had
one
like 26, 27 earlier.
Yeah, we're doing
Nice.
well tonight, guys.
Everybody's
Thanks,
hyped.
everyone. And if you haven't already, please please subscribe.
Like, subscribe, join our Discord.
Yeah,
To
I
more
mean, I know there's a
discussion.
lot of options out there if you guys are new, just stumbling along. But
There's no other options. This is the only option.
this is the only
If you-
one that lets you come on every
Yeah.
post game and just say unfiltered, whatever the hell you want to say.
You can swear even on whatever
Cock.
you want.
Which is
Exactly.
probably why some people don't watch us. But I'm
But you should
not
watch us.
gonna swear. I can't. So it is what it is. Let's go.
Yeah, that's my point. Like, until I think he won't trust this team. So eventually, that's why I want him to leave, mainly because he isn't trusting this team as a coach should be. He's not trusting his defenders, and also the defenders we saw. Like, we were trying that Spaz attack that stuff against Sassuolo, and you saw how many times did we score on ourselves. It was record-breaking results when we tried to be more open.
This is Allegri's third season here on his second stint, correct?
Yes, third year, and still he doesn't trust.
We're playing like it's his first season. We still, after 3 seasons, a coach should have imprinted an identity upon his team.
Our identity is simple. You can't score on us.
That's not.
You can try. We can score on ourselves, but if we get a lead, try to win against us. That's our identity. If we take a lead, try to score against us.
You're not incorrect. We have a bit of bias as fans, as onlookers, because we want to see that excitement, and we are so frustrated. But at the end of the day, our fourth center back just posted his 50th clean sheet for Juve. So
Four. That's our fifth center back.
Fifth, whatever, down the
Alexandro-
order. You know
Alexandro-
what I'm saying?
How is that any different than the Conte years when Matri was our starting striker?
But that is
Matri.
Juve in a sense, right?
Brother, I would take that Matri over Vlahovic.
Only since we got back.
I would take that Matri over Vlahovic. Honest to God, I would.
Okay,
That
then
guy-
you won't have an argument. I still remember when Matri went into the corner for a cross. He loses his left boot. He ends up going to make the cross.
Yeah.
No boot. And
He scores.
I have nothing but love for that guy. And absolutely, like those years, our goals were earned. And they there's a lot of heart in that team. There's nothing but respect for those years.
We have rarely hard players. Like, some of them give their all. Most like some of them are like very lackluster in a way. Like, you don't see that effort. But we're getting new players that are giving that
Absolutely.
oomph that's needed.
But that's
You
my
know, Cambiaso gives me that vibe. I don't know why. He gives me that vibe that he cares. Like, he is living his dream with us. Gatti the same.
But this is
Locatelli
why
the
I
same.
say we stick with Italian players, because Italian players will care more. They'll care more. Samardzic, he's going to come, and when he's, say, 26, 27, he's going to leave. He is not going to stay. Because
Most
we
likely
do have
they
to
would leave.
recognize that we do have financial limitations, right?
But the thing is, at the same time, we have to we have to have that Italian talent, that talent that's missing from Italy.
It really is, though. And Ellie,
that Piero, Totti, Enrico Chiesa, Montella, that generation of forwards we don't have. That dynamic forwards, that creative people. We do not have. They're not creating anymore.
The Azzurri is giving the same amount of chances to youth as Juve is.
Oh yeah, we are, but we are giving more.
Starting for Christ's sake.
But can we also say the younger generation of Italians have not been that great either?
They're not up to
world beaters.
what we grew up with.
But the thing is, other than the under 21, where they were knocked out of the group, other one, the under 20, they made it to the final and they lost one on penalties or 1-0, I forgot. And then under 19, they won. Okay, in the youth level, they're making it. It's the process from the youth to translating into senior football. That's the step that the Italian youth players aren't able to take. For example, this year,
the senior teams are not giving the opportunity. They're going. They have to leave the country to get any sort of opportunity.
You know why? At the same time, Colin, because look at the risk reward thing. Oh, you play youngsters, okay, and then you don't make top 4. Because they don't have enough experience to top 4. You lose a bucket of cash.
But no, senior teams are playing youngsters, but they're foreign youngsters.
Yeah, they for example, Jamal Musiala is was one of the best youth players going out from Bayern Munich. But Matthias Tell, they bought him because he was already playing in the French league as a starter. In a low level French league, he was already starter playing there as a 16-year-old. Thing is, in Italy, it's not the Juve that's the problem. It's not the Juve or Inter Milan. It's the lower teams. You guys are the lower teams. You should be the people that are generating the youth, giving chance to youth, taking them and developing them.
It's the league. It's the league's fault because when Italy was at its strongest was when there was a foreign player cap. I think you have 3 on the field. Yeah, exactly. 3 on the field.
3 total, not even on the field, like 3 total. You can't have more than 3 in the whole squad. My idea, that was part of my idea. Like, how can we balance European football totally? Like, how can we balance it? They're talking about salary cap. That is very hard to implement. But how about a rule about foreigners? Like
anything that has to do with North American sports, keep it as far away as possible.
About salary caps.
Exactly.
Even though it would be useful, like if you get
the problem. So here's the issue with that, right? Like, who's funding the Premier League right now? Why the Premier League's getting buckets of cash? I mean, the FA, not like actual teams. It's the United States. Because the production company, the production company is owned by the United States. So Sky Sports and all that is owned by NBC Universal. The whole thing, like NBC Universal bought the entire thing, so they've got all the money. So unfortunately, until European leagues can generate their own revenue without twerking for the US, they're going to conform to them.
Dash, I'm getting angry when you're saying it because these fucktards in the Serie A just ruined the most amazing deal they could have had by Oak-Tree if they went and made their own fucking channel, okay, their own Serie A channel, and not gave it to DAZN or Sky. They could have made their own channel. They could have generated the whole cash for themselves, and they can have invested on the youth, on the stadiums, and everything. If they took 900 million, imagine they were getting around $1 billion a year worth of revenue with Oak-Tree. Oak-Tree was funding it. They were giving an investment. They wanted it back later on, but that was an investment of $1 billion per year for I don't know how many years they said, but that was it. Instead, they took 900 million over 5-year deal for broadcaster rights for Sky and what's name. So they take shitty 50-60 million a year from broadcasting. You know how much that Premier League takes? They take 4.8 billion from that. 4.8 billion, 900 million. 4.8, 900 us. And how are we gonna close that gap?
Yeah, and you wanna look at it too, like for example, and I believe Paramount Plus barely does like 200-300 million to broadcast Serie A in the United States, where it's like, again, NBC Universal owns Sky Sports. Like, they own the entirety of a lot of, like, I believe they're starting to get into BBC as well. So it's like that 4.8 billion is nothing to NBC Universal. They're just kind of like, all right, cool, we'll do it. We'll do it. It's easy.
It's very easy for them, and they make a lot of money, and they go on YouTube, search Sky Sport Football. They have podcasts, they have shows, they have channels, they have a lot of stuff, a lot of shows dedicated for the Premier League, so that everybody buys into the hype and the discussion. How like Gary Neville going out in public, Gary Neville, Jamie Carragher and stuff, and fans would come and ask them questions.
They're climbing. They were climbing up the wall of Einfield.
Okay, that is kind
Like
of
I mean, I
mean.
know, but I'm saying that, but like you look at like in
It's
CBS with the Champions League is different than CBS with Serie A. Like who do you
Oh, yeah.
have on Paramount Plus for Serie A? Like you don't have anyone where you're like, oh, let me watch this. Oh, this makes sense. Like they're
They
trying the
need that
CBS.
guy.
Go ahead.
Yes. No, they need that interactive guy. But my point isn't just about the hosts; it's about the shows you're doing. I don't want for Marco Messina to give me a pasta lesson, okay, about if it's gonna be a Serie A match. No. How about that they've done sometimes that they go to New York and they host shows where people can come and ask them questions. Okay, fine. And they have sometimes one legend like Baresi, for example, would come and talk. Okay, but more of that, more Baresi, more involve more ex-footballers to promote your product. But other than the product itself, it is the deals that you're making. Because the reason why they didn't take the 1 billion a year deal, the reason instead of take 900 over 5 years, which means about they take 150 or 200 a year. The reason was they thought it was too futuristic and too modern that they couldn't implement in Italy. These are the type of dinosaurs we are handling with. Imagine if you had your own channel. Imagine that you could sell virtual tickets. Like you would wear your virtual gear and you would be inside the Allianz Arena and sitting there and watching the game as you are there. You are inside with the volume and everything. Imagine that kind of experience you're selling to people. You could sell to people. You cannot have that now. We cannot have that because we are run by dinosaurs. Even dinosaurs are young compared to the people that govern the Serie A. Jesus, I don't know, but they frustrate me. The Italian, like the whole thing that goes on there, it's just very frustrating. Honestly, it reminds me of Lebanon. That's why it's frustrating. It hits home to me because we have the same stupidity there. This Mediterranean countries, they have this kind of very prehistoric mentality.
Hard-headed, man. Hard-headed.
Yes, hard-headed, old-headed. Anyways, guys,
Oh boy.
Forza Juve, fino alla fine, until the end, always. Even in the 97th minute.
And
but
drink
I have to
water.
sleep. Yeah. Good night.
Drink
Bon
water,
appetit.
my guy. All right, let me read some of these chats here. All right. So comedian says little gambler is not a bad player. LJJ says Italy's problem is strikers at the moment. I think Italy's got a plethora of issues. I don't even think it's just strikers. Gambaccio, stop being the R word against certain ethnic groups in Italy, and they'll be like France, World Cup in one final. David says DePaul as a 6, move Locatelli forward so we can use his long balls and passes to be more creative in front of him, Moretti and Samerdic, and let Rabiot go after this season. Vlad says, sorry for the late entry, guys. This team's going to get me hooked on benzophetamines. Jeez, Vlad. But it'll be worth it. LJJ says dinosaur. And then LJ says 7 million years ago, we're killed. All right. So Dave texted me. He said his system wigged out. So I think we've gone on for quite a while, actually. So I think we can wrap it up soon. Again, I'm going to throw this up here so you guys can actually see it. Sign up, join on it, do what you got to do. So there is a Discord logo barcode. We are playing Pro Clubs, 8 p.m. Eastern time is, I believe, when we're meeting up on Discord. You can sign in on that QR code and join the Discord chat. You can play with us as well. Join Turin Giants on EAFC 24. I believe Colin is hoping that we get 7+ players and actually field the full squad. Am I wrong here?
For every week that we get 6 people out, I'll gift a membership.
you will gift a membership. And also, because I think we broke our stream record with like 30 people at one point. Again, if you want to support the channel, click the membership page. Dave and I are working on some perks for you guys, but we have membership tiers where you can support the channel so we can keep this sucker rolling for you. But on that note, I'm going to wrap this shortly. Colin, you got any final thoughts you want to say?
Enjoy it while it lasts.
Inter's going to draw tomorrow. What are you talking about? They're going to draw. They'll draw or lose. We'll have first place all to ourselves.
No,
but
the VAR is going to give them 2 goals.
I'm not going to disagree with that. But I'm going to hit the music. Yep.